Hello, everybody. With you guys in a second. Here's my water bottle. Hopefully we won't be needing too much water tonight. We'll see. Oh, I drink more water than a man suffering from diabetes. All right, let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody, to this session of Cornerstone, the secrets on Earth. Let's go see our players.
Christina could probably unmute in any second.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome back, adventurers. Last time,
Mr. Gilderoy.
you descended into the murky depths of the city's sewers, chasing shadows and whispers in search of the elusive serial killer. But instead of justice, you found tragedy. The lifeless body of Carol Dentures, the very woman who sent you in on this perilous mission. Her death raises more questions than answers. Who silenced her voice? What secrets did she uncover before meeting her end? And most importantly, how far will you go to uncover the truth? Tonight, the hunt continues. The stakes are higher, the shadows darker, and the danger closer than ever. Steel yourselves. It's time to lay the foundation of justice before the cornerstone crumbles beneath our feet. So, we finished off last time with you rising up from the sewers itself. So yeah, I'll let you guys have your moment to actually play that out, because we did end abruptly. So if anybody wants to have a moment where before you guys go up, or if you're literally just going to start as you come to the surface, I will say there are literally the two guards that were standing on guard when you went down, kind of almost like feared and nervous, until they noticed that the crew that is you rise up and they go, "Oh, for the love of..." She scared the crap out of me. You're very intimidating, Grom.
Yeah, that happens.
Who you got there? Gee.
Grom is gonna like lean back towards the rest of the group and be like,
We
Did we not cover her up? She's covered up, right?
Yeah, she's got-
Grom is speaking
no.
in like a hushed tone. He's trying to like confirm with the rest of the group is like if he is carrying her, like is he covering the face?
I think I remember, like, from what happened last time, I'm pretty sure that Mogren covered her, and you were
we did
carrying
cover her, but
Yeah, I had some
Yeah.
spare clothes.
Yeah.
but the gist of it is like this moment is like, do we want to be up front? Do we want to be like guard
Oh,
with this
to reveal who it
information?
is? You know what? You can have that discussion if you would like to. So let's say you did that before you came up. So if you want to have like the actual discussion about it now, let's
and
go for it. It could be out of character or in character, like whatever. Go for it.
So, are we? How are we gonna proceed? Be it that, this is. She's got the same fucking face as the woman who sent us down here. I mean, that's like, I don't think we should be forthcoming with that information about whoever asks.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, if we hold it all against us, then or keep all the secrets, then it will raise more suspicion against us if we don't raise it soon.
I mean, I'm not saying we keep it to ourselves. I'm just thinking that, maybe we don't immediately let the guards who are working under Miss Carol know that we have her fucking body.
Well, not to mention that we think there's a possibility that there might be somebody pretending to be her, and they might not know. So we might not want to expose that she's passed beyond and is still walking up around, right? We don't want. We should probably keep that, and we definitely don't want to show guards the state of this poor woman's body, because it's not very. It's not for breakfast discussion.
Well, I mean, the guards are gonna see the corpse anyway. It's a fucking corpse. They're guards. That's kind of, numero uno.
We're just going down to our serial killer lair. Don't mind me, officer.
Maybe we should just tell them
Go on.
Maybe we should just tell them that we found a victim of the murderer,
Ask where Carol Ditches is.
but we can't
What-
disclose who it is. So we're gonna take it to the local authorities and not a privately hired crew.
We can say that we can probably give a little fib, say that the face was this sticky and rotted away.
Yeah.
Out of character. We did fuck up tremendously by moving the body in a crime scene, but
I mean, to be fair, I think
Hindsight is
three,
2020.
I think 2 out of 3 of you were more like, oh, this poor woman, rather than, oh, hang on a minute, guys.
Yeah,
I mean, I
Grom was
wanted to
very much
clean
in
her
the-
up.
Yeah.
Grom was very much in the way. It's like, that's a fucking poor woman.
To be fair, cleaning her up in a sewer is not exactly the most respectful thing anyway, right? Like, so it's, you know,
that's past already. So
Yeah. I think
just-
we
I
just
don't think
tell
we
them
should say-
tell them
tell
that we found a victim, that she's
Yeah.
mauled beyond recognition, and that we're gonna report the murderer to the local authorities.
All right, I think that works best. Yeah, should we ask for the woman who sent us down here? Maybe report straight to her. See if we can find her again.
Maybe send word.
Godwin just gets the blank stare.
But didn't she send us down here?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we're
But
asking.
like, is it the
because
fake her, and that could help us to identify the actual serial killer? That's not
Well,
a bad
no.
idea. I don't
I
even
mean,
think we
it's
should
fine.
say it's a she. Just call them
No.
they, because we can't tell. It's just the poor soul. I think that's a fine idea, Grom. We ask for her. Which way did she go?
Yeah, like where'd Miss Dentures go? Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck has the last name?
what a fake name.
Anyway,
What's
I think
Grom's
maybe
last
we
name
ask
again?
Dentures.
What's Grom's last name? Stagheart.
I was asking Grom.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you were doing it in character or not.
Never mind.
What ass.
Hey, all names are made up.
Fair enough.
All right. Okay.
I
So
think I covered her with my. I had like a rope.
I think you
Yeah,
had
I do remember that.
from a kit. I think you were using ropes from your
Yeah.
thingy kit.
So it's actually a priest gown.
Okay, so you've covered her in a priest gown. All right, covering the face, all that jazz. Not to really give away the position of the body or whatever. Grom was carrying her up, and I guess we'll go from there where, like, literally the guard will kind of just say, unless you want to make any other last-second changes to your plan.
No, I feel like them going up, kind of keeping it discreet, be like, we found a mangled corpse. Have you seen, like, where is the woman that we need to report to? Like, can you point us to Carol Dentures?
If
But unless,
I could jump in,
Yep, go for it.
by all means.
because I have to like join the
Mhm.
group somehow, and just wanted to ask if it's more convenient if I now or basically on your way to the next.
I would say
Point of interest.
probably on the way to transporting, you can run into the group and
Okay,
and
that's-
join
that's
from that,
fair.
right?
I have a plan for this. I just wanted to ask.
No, no worries, no worries. Right. So, let's just say for expedience, when you guys come up, let's just say Grom's the last one to come up then.
Sure.
Yeah, as everybody else kind of like warily kind of looks around to see how many people are there. You do see that the streets are a little bit more crowded. Trying to gather around, seeing that this gate's been left open and 2 guards are standing there, kind of like trying to clear the way. You see Unga and the like at the very far end of the street, kind of like navigating like pretty much all the passersby, prying eyes from windows, kind of glancing out. This street is very much getting to the to a very high population. As the traffic continues to get into almost mid-evening kind of, you know, theater district kind of, everyone's going to the nearest shindig pub tavern or going out to a show. It's Trino. It's a very popular city for entertainment. But
Nick, I
yeah.
just add that when Harry comes out of the sewers, he's just going to kind of go off to like one wee corner and just vomit.
Oh, okay.
Quick question: what number session is this?
This is 8.
Thank you.
So, right. So the guard will literally, like, he looks at you guys as you are all coming up, and he goes, "Jesus, are you all right? You all look like you've seen death down there." Oh, jeez.
You don't want to take a look at that. Oh, jeez. Oh, the smell.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Oh. Well,
I guess Godwin will approach one of the guards and we haven't found a murderer there, but we found another victim. She's not looking too good and too pleasant for the public eye, and for the eyes of the people, you know.
Oh, right. Oh, Lord.
I have to pick words so
So carefully. Yeah.
so carefully for the Godwin. He would not
To know these words.
Common eye.
Yeah. Well, this is what happens when you play an idiot.
Yeah, so
I don't speak no good, Lieutenant Larry. It's David, right? Which one is this? David or Larry?
Copyright issues.
We can't have copyright issues, Penny. Thanks, Beb.
He will by the word after the word miss, he kind of will grind his teeth a little. He go dangerous. Asked us to report to her immediately if we find anything.
Right. Well, the streets are getting a little busy. It might be hard to get there. We could probably grab one of these carts here, and we could maybe move the body to there if you wanted, like, try to be, discreet about this. We could lead distractions if you like. Unfortunately, it's only me and Lieutenant Unger, and of course David over there. We were told to watch this place. This is our patrol until the next people come through, and honestly, it's going to take you a while to probably get across the street there to the Turnio Justicom. So that's essentially where the special investigations unit is. That's, luckily it's in the center of this district, but that is like 30 minutes away.
The woman who sent us down there, is she part of that special investigations unit?
Yes, she's she was one of the not necessarily first lieutenant, but she is one of the sergeants, I believe. I do, as one of the representatives of the town guard that literally talks to her and the wall. I'm sorry, Mr. Ronan. He handpicks his.
Sounds better.
He picks his men. He picks his men rightly. So. Also, undefined is my friend. You get a +4. I'm just picking. I'm picking a player.
Where is Carol Dinches at now?
She'll. Oh, Carol. Oh, well, she went off. I think she went back to her office. I think. She sent you down there and then kind of came back. So. Is there anything else we should know? Shall I go down there? Is it safe?
I mean, if you do go down there, I would avoid the big pool of water. I'm not sure what the fuck's in that water, but
Lord.
Grom did rearrange it doesn't really matter.
It's a big bloody hole down there.
The sewer we went through was heavily trapped.
Oh, gee, right.
So I'd avoid it.
Okay.
Morgan says it's like half of his face missing.
It's just okay.
Oh yeah, speaking of trapped, Godwin will just promptly push Octavia to the guards.
Octavia's like, I got my face. Oh. you have some back pain. It's just like
she might need some help. I'm all out of my holy points.
You can see literally goes, all right, well, you know what, maybe we should get rid of, well, okay, we'll take her to the side over here, and I'll get Unger to come and help you. Do you want the cart? We can maybe store the body there, put a tarp over it, and I know it's not the most discreet thing, but if you want to be secret about this, I think it might be we were told to be very discreet, right? Carol herself said, to not make too much noise about this. So I figured we should follow her plan, right?
I'm so tempted to go.
Yes.
It's not really about being discreet, but just kind of show a little bit under the robe.
No.
Is Godwin going to like lift up the robe from the woman?
I don't think so. I think Godwin's more.
Muffin and cake.
That's Muffin playing Godwin. That's like in a funny way.
Okay.
It's very tempting, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. He's an idiot, but he's a respectful idiot.
That's an ox move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's Muffin. Oh yeah, I love that. That's great, actually. It's like two fucking. There's a devil. It's Muffin and Nox, and they're both assholes. All right. Okay.
Lift the robe. Like, Nox, lift the robe and the skirt too.
Okay. So you see the big old 6 foot demon. Well, not demon. You see the big old 6 foot bodybuilder start to like pull this huge wagon, like kind of directingly moving it over and going. I heard that you guys need this. I need to get back to my position, so, oh dear, found another victim. So sorry. I'll let you do your job. I have got to get back to it. And he turns around and goes, I'll be back.
There it is.
There it is. That's it. Every session we're going to do one of these.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for.
Shortest stream ever.
Shortest stream ever. Where is everyone? Hello?
Just missing. Get to the card.
Yeah. No, we had that last week.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Okay, so knowing that using the cart was a part of Carol's plan, are we actually using said cart?
Of course.
You do realize that, like, you know what? Give me who's actively on lookout right now. I'm not gonna say Ernie because he's too busy throwing up.
Grom has been kind of keeping a lookout for whoever's looking around.
Astrid, being a ranger, is always on lookout.
All right, okay. Give me.
For what?
Just give me a perception check then, Astrid. Not everybody needs to do this. I just want to get like an active like audience participation kind of thing going.
Nope. Apparently, I'm not. I am overcome by Ernie's throwing up. I'm trying to throw up myself.
I think Morgan would be just primarily focused on
on the body. I think you and Grom are kind of like focused. I'm not even going to allow you guys to make a roll for that.
I guess I can also participate since I went for like communication with the guards.
Yeah,
so.
I'd say also like just for that, we'll take the one, right? So you guys are all kind of focused. You guys are new to this. You're not really used to dealing with a fresh dead body, right? That you're not really watching your surroundings. You do realize that the crowd itself is getting a little bit bigger. More bodies and more eyes seem to be like prying on you. You can feel the pressure on your shoulders. As you guys like start to put you know what, I'll let you guys describe it as each one of you kind of like helps to put this body on this tarp, wrap it up and kind of keep it like, hidden as best you can. I will say I would like a skill roll from everybody who is contributing to try and make this less obvious for what it is.
I am, for sure.
Would you like this deception?
Well, I would like you to tell me how you're making a deception check. That's kind of what I want from you.
Well, I
We're
was
trying to
asking,
hide the fact that we're riding around with a body.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I think it's
but how are you doing that?
Is the cart? Is it like a flatbed? Or
it's a flatbed with it's basically what you would assume would have like
crates and barrels.
Crates and barrels on it, technically. Maybe some heavy farm equipment at best.
Sure. All right.
But we'll go down. I only need 3 people to participate. So, but that is the skill check to see how well you do hiding this. So
Just hide in plain sight. Bring out your dead.
Bring out your dead. Morgan, you lay down there and you just yell, "I'm not dead yet. I'm not feeling dead."
You'll be soon.
so.
I just love the idea of literally just one of you going, yeah, this one can't hold her drink, and just making it across the hall.
Just throw Astrid and Ernie on top of the thing. We'll just be puking even more. It's like, it's the plague cot. Y'all get away. Get away.
Okay.
So I think that Grom is going to attempt to use like a bit of sleight of hand to kind of like tuck her in the like farthest corner where like the corner of the rail and the back end of the cart would meet.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
kinda,
and
like,
then
tuck her up in there stealthily, like in a
Maybe like grab some makeshift
non-obvious
barrels or whatever
position.
that might be empty around the area to kind of hide her a
Yeah.
little bit. Okay, give me a deception roll then, or no, sleight of hand roll, and then we'll figure out.
I did meet the click.
unequipped backpack.
Well, I'll take the first one at
Take the
17.
first one. Okay, 17. Right. Okay, someone else then. Who else
So
is
19 total.
Who else is adding to this?
I mean, I think I just assist Grom, really.
Okay, but how would you assist Grom? Just literally
What are you
just
assisting?
helping with the deception. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
all right, give me a deception roll then.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's one of these. Come on.
It can't be the terrible, right?
That's it.
All right.
I have a proposition
Okay.
as well then.
To help with
if
this.
Morgan is helping to hide the body, I guess Godwin will do the classic police move of "there's nothing to look at here."
Okay, so as you guys are walking,
So Godwin will use intimidation to just bark at people to move along.
all right, okay.
Hey, you over there, minding your own business. Don't look over here.
Oh, there's nothing to see here. It's just police squad.
Police squad. There's absolutely nothing to watch here.
There is not a dead body in this cart.
What?
Anyway, okay, intimidation roll. Give me an intimidation roll, and we'll see how well this goes. You
Why is it not rolling?
have to double click. Remember?
I did.
Okay. Well, that's not a good sign.
About to roll like
If you grab the
As you
blue
double
dice,
click.
I think
Yeah,
you can
it's
just
easier
drag
if
it
you-
too.
yeah,
That
if
was
you
a
grab
one.
the blue dice and drag it to the chat window.
Wow,
One
was it-
total of 6.
What did they change? Why did
I don't
they
know.
change this?
I don't know. Okay, so that's a critical one, I guess.
That's another one.
Okay. Whew.
Yay!
All right.
Man, we're not even a half an hour in, and we got 2 critical.
All right. Okay. As you guys are making your way down the city.
I'm not going to use my +1 on this one.
No, that's a +4. Actually, no. Wait.
Plus four.
It's the next roll, yeah.
That is a +4. That would help. Technically, it is on. I will say this too. It's supposed to be on your next roll, so it's not even your choice. It's supposed to be on your next roll.
I guess then it's not one.
It's a 10,
five.
right? It's a 10. You got a
Yeah, it's a
+5.
10.
that's an average.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. You know what? Honestly, not terrible. Not terrible.
Could have been worse.
Not terrible.
Thank you for saving my ass.
Thanks, Mo.
So,
I didn't.
Oh, yes, man.
as you guys are all starting going like it for a second there, you're like, oh, there's like the crowd starts to like gather around and like kind of look. Unga Bunga is trying not to like direct any attention. He's almost like just taking his side of the street, just going, no, get out of here. Come on. What do you think this is? Some sort of circus? Get out. Come on. Like just literally just, giving like, people to go on their way, watch their theater shows, go to their street concerts, all these kind of things. And the other guard literally just giving you a heads up, kind of pointing to Octavia, just cradling as Octavia's like, my goddamn face. I'll catch up with you guys. I'll see you at the end, right? And as you start to make your way down the street, about 10 to 20 minutes, and you guys are having not a bad time, actually. Some of the eyes kind of look over, and then Godwin just kind of creeps out of the shadows, stepping in front of you, going, and says his lines of, I don't know, probably like holding up like a Kelmite, pamphlet, going, do you believe in God? Or something. I don't. Depending on how you want to play this out, Godwin, how would you intimidate these people as they approach to kind of like get a peek in at what's going on here? As this
Smack them in the
8-foot,
face with a shovel.
this big 8-foot essentially orc is dragging this cart down the street towards the headquarters.
I guess it would be. I never imagined Godwin be intimidating outside of him just screaming at people.
Oh, so he's just loud.
Just barking commands. So I think it would just be him puffing his chest slightly, both fists clenched, pointed to the ground, brows furrowed, just a small. What are you looking at?
Okay.
That type of thing.
As
Like
okay.
he's not he has guards. There are guards operating as guards,
Mhm.
right? There are people. So God is just good. I'm going to be a thug, I guess.
Okay. As you guys are making your way down the street, though, the crowd starts to thin out a little bit, and like less of the people are showing interest. It's all like, oh, it's just some ruffians trying to like move some product from one side of the city, or they're just like writing it off to some business that some one of the many crime families of this unfortunate city might be doing some underhand dealing. When you walk up to somebody, not recognizing them for a second, and saying, "What are you looking at?" as Perian stands there almost blinking, confused at why you lot are suddenly just tugging this huge cart along. Perian, you are now joined the group.
Okay. I turn around and, as you said, blinking, and then, oh, small world. Hello, friends.
Oh, look,
Period.
is that it's the Tiefling man again. What's up, Period?
Not much. I tried to get some food here, but apparently the establishment isn't keen on me dining here.
Yeah, there's a better diner down the road to your left anyway. My wife likes that one.
Oh, and you are, and I, like, look, or lean to the side to be able to, look past, Grom. And you are transporting wares?
With
Grom is gonna like grab Perian's shoulder, like pull him in really closely,
Yeah.
like suddenly.
keep your fucking voice down. We found a body in the sewer, and we're currently bringing it to Astrid. Where the fuck we bringing this thing? We're taking it to
It's to the morgue.
To the
what's the fancy word for it?
Eterniduticum.
the Tierno Judicum. It's
Yeah, that thing right. That
Yeah,
mystical voice from the sky. We're going to that place where you bring the
A
dead
booming
bodies.
voice.
Wait,
Voice from the sky.
show me what you've got.
you guys heard that too?
No.
I-
Crazy.
I see. You need another pair of hands, maybe?
Yeah, you wanna help Godwin clear the streets or some shit? Maybe watch our ass and make sure nobody's tailing us. Something. I'm not sure what.
Sure, I'll cover the rear.
Just watch out for Ernie there, because his stomach's still a little bit on the.
Yeah, he's dragging along.
I'll go to the front this time, because being around this man is just making me sick. Literally, he's making me sick.
Ernie,
He's just in there like a dry heave. Like I'm all good. What? And then just like he looks again at like the raggedy body, goes nope, not good, and leans over the side of the cart again.
Oh God, no!
Ernie, I
Over
would
the front.
let you ride on my shoulder or something, but I'm afraid you'd ruin my fucking pants if you puked all over me, and I'm not for that.
And I think your wife would kill me as well.
I'll approach Ernie and hand him my my water skin.
Oh, okay.
Booze.
Wine.
This is no good.
Might hold it down. He takes a water skin and takes a swig, like sugars on his mouth, spits some out, and then he like takes another wee swig and goes, you know, that does make me feel a bit no.
I mean, it's sermon wine, but
Yeah, it's good, right?
What happened to Mr. Ernie? He isn't good about this kind of thing?
Well, it's not your average kind of thing.
I see.
Yeah.
we'll explain later.
Yeah, we'll tell you once we're not in the middle of a fucking street.
Yeah, of course. I understand. Let me just... And he basically shifts past Grom and takes position on the inner side of the
Okay.
cart on the street to keep like people away. Hopefully his mere presence will dissuade some people.
Okay. Well, you do notice that as soon as he starts to take like sides to it, like a lot of the eyes start to just go, oh. Yeah, some of the like undercurrents you can kind of hear like the voices of certain people going, bloody devilkin. And then kind of just almost like just trying to keep their eyes like on you, but like not, as soon as you match their eyes, they kind of turn and you see them wandering down the alleys and stuff. Right. Okay. Yep. After a while, you do get to the crossing where like there is literally like two standard like towers. There are two soldiers that are sitting there, clearly town guards, because you can see one of them is like sitting like on a chair, like leaning back, asleep, with like one of the actual Trino Gazette, which is just like resting on his face. And the other one kind of like looking up, going, "Oh, hey, what the hell? Hey, what's going on here? Right, mates? You know what time it is? We don't have deliveries until later. Without."
This is the fucking
The
big
conversation.
fucking gesture word.
Well, right. This is right.
Yeah,
So
this is the right address, correct?
This is the Trino just to come. Yes.
Jessica. Oh, that's how you say it. All right.
Yeah, it's just it's a theatre of justice. It's a
Yeah,
special
come here.
investigation squad.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Come here real quick. Got something in the car you need to see.
What is this? Oi, Jacob!
It's me.
He
It's me making a very kind request.
kicks. He literally kicks the other guy. He goes, what's good? Then we got just come on, stand up, right? Like, come on, fucking hell, act like a girl, for Christ's sake. Right, what is this?
Don't worry. Not gonna reach out to the uppers.
He kind of leans forward and goes, right, what is it?
All right. So we need to talk with what's his name? Fucking hates me. Ron the Wall.
Ronan.
Or
You
Ron,
want-
whatever.
You want to talk to Ronan?
I'm hoping to.
You're going to need a really good reason to talk to Ronan. He doesn't like to talk to anyone. He's a very busy man.
Well, look, I like to think if he fucking sees me trying to bring in something like this, he might want to talk to me a little bit because he fucking has his eyes out for me. Not like that.
We need to get your wagon out of the streets. You can bring it in, but I swear, like, you're not going to get to see him, Monk. Oi, Jacob,
look,
you go give the
once
messenger a talk, right? I'll wait here, and you lot here, stay there. There's a lot of you, isn't there? Jesus.
We like to travel in style.
Grump, just pull back the tarp. Show him.
No,
I'm
not in the
not
street.
fucking. We're in the.
We're
fucking
almost not.
street, Dave.
We're almost not. Just
I'll say this.
We're
You guys,
almost
you guys,
still
you
in.
guys start to move into the actual like the Tierno Justicom, and as you go, there's like a little. There's
Justicom.
there's a literal Tierno as in Tyrno, as in Tyr, as in the god Tyr.
Oh, I get it, yeah.
And the Justicom, which is, let's be honest,
Yes,
I will just that's the word. You can figure it out. Can I copy paste?
Yeah. Is it related to jizzing?
It's related to jizzing. Wow, I'm so glad that we have Alpaca here, the
I love that
well-known,
we're
renowned
broken
writer.
turtle.
All right, okay.
That's not how I wrote it.
That's not how I wrote it.
That's not how I would have wrote it
Yeah.
either.
All right.
Judicium.
Yeah, Judicium. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, you are.
I'm saying it wrong. I'm saying it wrong because I'm literally doing it with an accent. You have no idea how hard it's going to be later.
That's how I wrote it.
It's the Justice Come.
Right, it's just as gum. Right.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
As you guys move it to the side, right, and you put it to the side, like literally the guy is just keeping his eyes on you. He's looking at Grom a lot, kind of ignoring the rest of you, going, "He's a big bastard, isn't he?" As the guy comes running, you just like you see him run off into the actual tower, and you can see that the ivory walls here, the walls are kind of like made of like an ancient, like, it's really difficult to tell what they're made of, but they are bright white, like very much ivory. And the gate itself is almost made of like an obsidian, like a black obsidian. You're not really sure what the material is itself. It does look magic in some regards. You're not quite sure. But besides that, though, as you all enter, you do feel like this relief for a moment, as if you've entered like a hall of. I'd say like it's very more familiar to when you walked into the teleportation circle on Gilderoy's island. Yeah. Like there's literally like you feel like you've walked into the presence of magic. And as that happens, you see an orc suddenly step out from the building. He's broad-chested, thick with muscles, his emerald green skin bearing the scars of his past battles, each one with a silent testament to his experience. He moves, like, very controlled. You can see it just in his, like, he's literally staring, not almost at you, but, like, kind of almost through you, as his presence alone seems to, like, demand this kind of respect. A man, slightly smaller and, like, poised, very pointy nose, runs up behind him, almost kind of like trying to catch up with his pace. As you see, this man literally approach you, this orc approach you, as he says, "Right, who are you, and what the hell am I supposed to be looking at here? Is this a circus?"
Oh, fucking wish it was a circus. So this morning, we got permission to go into the sewers from from one of your officers.
One of my officers?
I think so.
Which officer would that be?
Harold Dentures?
Harold Dentures?
That's who we thought it was.
I haven't seen Carol since last night, so you better be lying to me, boy.
Yeah, I fucking wish I was. I think we found her.
You found Carol Dentures? What does that mean? Where is she?
That's the poor deceased woman in the back of the car.
You can kind of see, like, his eyes, like, break for a second, and then he brings his eye line to yours, saying, "You bring me a dead body."
We figured it'd be best to bring it to, it was either bring it to you or try to find the woman who was wearing Carol Dinch's fucking face and talk to her about it, but we've got no idea where the fuck that con went.
I would like everybody to give me a perception roll, just for a moment.
Damn. At least somebody got it.
That's it.
Oh, Goblin!
We're missing.
There we go.
Yeah, you no longer have to double click it now, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I think you can just drag it. You can just drag it.
You click the die now.
Yeah. Right. So, as I'll say, Mogren, Ernie, and Godwin, you guys all notice at that moment. You can see like a sheer anger. You can kind of feel it. That wave of kindness and calmness that you felt a minute ago just suddenly just dissipates. You can feel sheer anger for about half of a second, which is weird because you've seen Grom get angry, but it's almost very similar in that regard too. But then it pauses for a second as his face lightens and his jaw unclenches, his knuckles turning back to the emerald green. Then that means that you lot are involved, whether you don't want to be or not. So I understand that you've done what you think is a service to me. But you have brought me bad news.
I didn't think it'd be good news.
I mean, yeah.
Apologize.
We just told you that one of your officers has died.
That is not good. Right, you. He points to one of his soldiers. I want you to take that woman, take her and put her inside.
Pyrian is doing a stage whisper to Godwin. At least we are not getting blamed this time.
I need answers. Sorry, okay, do you want to finish? Sorry, go for it.
No, Godwin just wanted to, shove Pyrian with an elbow a little bit, quiet down, but also will lead out a small smirk as well. Ah, yeah.
Right. I need answers, and I need results. And if you had a hand in this, you will prove where you stand. But if you didn't, then you'll help me find out who did this. I need to know all the information that you have gathered, and I mean all of it. That was one of my finest sergeants, and I will tell you right now, I find it distasteful that justice is not being served right now. That woman's memories are being destroyed the longer that killer stays.
So, sir, is there any, because we believe that someone is essentially impersonating her at a very high level, do you have a way to like make a call to bring her here? Like, I have urgent news.
What do you mean
We've
that she was impersonating?
Godwin, you're the one who spoke to the lady the most, huh?
Wait, you're telling me that someone was impersonating her?
Well, yeah, that's what we meant by whenever I said someone was wearing a fucking face. I meant it kind of literally.
Did you not understand what she said?
How am I supposed to understand that? You're telling me that someone's cut the face off of my sergeant?
No, not all right. Somebody, hold on. I'm using the wrong words here.
So there's this kind of people out there that can impersonate another person. They can like change the way they look. And
I know what I do understand the concept of magic. Yes, dear.
The shapeshifter people, we've dealt with them before, and it could be that, or it could be a magician just doing an illusion. But she, with my hands in quotes, see, I do this thing that kind of means like I'm not meaning her, sent us down into this place, full well knowing, because we get down there and we were the only ones that could have gotten there from point A to point B, and then we find her.
The literal her is what asterisk means.
With her flesh ripped off. I mean, come on. So can you just put out a call across the city to get a bunch of people, including her, that you've discovered something looking at a previous victim of this murderer?
Carol Dentures. Carol Dentures was currently under investigation of a local, well, I'd like to say the Crow family. Are you aware? Are you familiar with them?
Crow family? All I know is the
Crows are, well, I'd like to say they're one of the underfamilies of the Valentines. They have a lot of, well, they do a lot of merchant hold-ups, and of course they have their own, well, illegal substances.
And above the table, that's who I saw going to that I passed when I left my uncle's.
Well, no, that was a Valentine family.
I'm sorry.
That was literally somebody wearing the Valentine's colors, not the Crows themselves. This is a different subset of those people.
I'm just trying to note down information.
Yeah, no worries.
She was under investigation.
She was doing an investigation. She was literally looking into the fact that one of the buildings so far on this side here was burned down, and it belonged to the Crows. That was the last place that she was she was investigating. She wasn't investigating whatever serial sewer escapade you've set her down to. So
I think the serial sewer escapade shenanigans was the serial killer getting their own fucking kicks in on it.
You're telling me, right? We thought the other two kills. So the other two kills were literal serial kills. Give me a second there. He turns around and he looks at his man, going, "I need you to go back, do the autopsy, do them again, but make sure that you put the recognition in there that it might be a natural killer, right?" And Kessler just kind of nods. He's got his big furry brows, and he goes, "Yeah, we're all right, sir, all right." He just runs down, like suddenly runs back. And he stops for a minute and goes, "Jacob, come on, we need the body in. I'm gonna have to do Carol too, darling." It's like, "Yeah, right, okay, excuse me," and he kind of leans forward and like almost trying
Can
to.
Grum help like pick up the body off the leaning over the side of the cart?
As you start to do like help and assist, he goes, "All right, well, tell you what, let's go inside for a second. You look presentable enough, and my office is much warmer in this evening air." So he turns around and says, and he literally just walks, assuming you're going to follow him. As you guys start to follow him in, you don't all have to follow him in. It's up to you what you want to do, but he's going inside to finish off his little chat.
I mean, I'm carrying a body. I'm kind of going on in.
Oops.
If anyone wants to
You know,
get that,
I'm gonna just hang back. Keep an eye on the guys.
One at a time, guys.
B.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep back in that entrance area by the door.
Okay, just to sit by the wagon.
Actually, I think I'll go outside. I'll look at Ernie and be like, "Hey, Ernie, you want to go outside and we can watch the front, because you know that person that they know we're here. They surely know we're here, or maybe they don't. I don't know, but we could just get out of this house of dead. What do you think?"
Yeah, I could do a bit of fresher air, yeah. Oof. Oh.
Okay.
Maybe find a nice ginger drink or something.
Which one of us has the book, the diary?
Bernie does.
Bernie?
I did have
before-
it,
yeah.
I would have handed it around so someone else can have it. So if you want to,
I'm gonna
Muffin,
grab.
you can
I've
have
got
it,
to
yeah.
grab it.
Goblins got it? Okay, fair enough.
The avid reader of the group.
It was
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
read so good.
This has some weird pictures and it smells of iron. Okay.
Oh, someone's been
if-
eating.
if at
someone's
all
put a lot
possible-
of ketchup.
If at all possible, Morgan would like to just stick with the body.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can follow after. Yep, that's fair. It like I said, it does, from the sound of it, sound as if they're going to probably put it through some autopsies before it goes through any ritual, malarkey.
I guess me and Pyrian then will go directly after the commander.
Is that all right with
Yeah.
Kitsune, or?
I would prefer to stick to the body. In my head, I took apart a few monsters in my day, so I have at least a bit of knowledge regarding anatomy and what kind of weapon is doing what kind of damage or
Yep.
what kind of pattern to the body. So I think maybe I can assist or learn something in that regard.
Okay,
Huh?
so three to the morgue, out the gate, one with the commander.
I'll go with Godwin then. If
Okay.
if Grom and Piran are going with the body, I'll go with Godwin.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just kind of carrying the
Yeah,
body
yeah,
Yeah.
to the morgue afterwards. I think Grom was gonna go with the commander.
As you guys are all entering into the main hall anyway, so that's kind of like the premise of it. As you guys are all like, you enter through the imposing doors. The air is heavy inside, almost with purpose. The stone walls lined with records and case files meticulously organized as investigators are moving with quiet efficiency. You can see some eyes looking up and then going straight back to their notes as the desks are like very meticulous in certain regards and then more messy. The papers are like lining the floors. Some people are literally getting up, running over to grab some more ink and then just drop back down again. And you can see like a varying sort of people, from humans, orcs, halflings, gnomes, all the sorts, just literally kind of just being of use to the Judicum. You can see what else? Yeah, it's not just an office, but you can see that this is actually the backbone of Trino's Justice. These are not the standard town guards. These are people who will literally, if their eyes are on you probably did something bad and they're trying to figure out how they can get you. This place exists for one reason. As he enters the room, you can hear his voice kind of just echo slightly on the walls. Judgment. We do not deal in rumors or assumptions. We deal in facts. The law does not bend for influence, for wealth, for power. It holds because we hold it. And he's just staring at all of you as he enters the room here. His gaze flicks over you. And for a moment, you can see him kind of just, that eye just twitch as he goes, Carol knew this. She lived it. Now she is dead. Someone believes themselves beyond the reach of justice. And we will correct that mistake. You're here, which means you're involved. And I know every single one of you. Well, actually, that's not true. I don't know you. And he points to Pyrian for a minute and goes, but I will be able to figure that out.
He, in response, he just lifts a hand and smiles a bit and waves,
Yeah.
trying to look as harmless as possible.
Now get out of my way. I have a wizard, and I need to talk to them about their fucking Warforged contracts. So I will leave you in the capable hands of Kessler, and I will see you probably tomorrow. So he literally just like takes his cloak and he just puts it over his shoulder and goes, Kessler, you're in charge for now on. Make sure that they do not pry in the investigation. But of course, justice has its ways. You understand? Literally Kessler goes, yes, we'll do, yes. You can trust me. Right then, I will be back later. And he kind of just...
roll an insight check
For what?
on Kessler.
Sure.
Just I
For what though? Like not like I need a what? I need a reason.
I understand. I just want to kind of evaluate his sincerity.
Okay,
I
go for it.
suppose.
Yeah, all right, go for it.
Is this? Give me a second. With all, since now I have to like, yep. Is that insight?
That's insight. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So, I was very curious on what the commander meant by justice has its way.
Justice has its ways. Is that what you're asking? Like in person?
Like,
Like
I mean, out of
justice has its
character,
way?
Well, no, if I was saying it in character, I would have.
Okay.
Wrong.
Well, I mean, you can kind of maybe get the like from the insight check if you did one on Mr. Ronan.
Damn.
Yeah, justice has its ways. You can see from Ronan. You know, you've known this man. You haven't even met this man, but you know that he knows who you are. You know, you've heard his name.
Yeah.
He is.
We know each other.
He is a tyrant to those who wish to play with the law. Like, he's a man who will, that you are very aware of in legend. Having met the man, you can see that he is very on point, very busy, and he's not as intimidating as you would think he was from the stories you heard.
But from his personality, he is kind of a Judge Dredd kind of character. So, like, uncompromised following of the law and trying to bring justice.
Well, yeah, that's probably what I would say. You could probably tell that, like, justice has its ways from that statement alone. He is a devout follower of Tyr. You can tell that by his actual uniform, which has like literally not the Trigonian symbol, not the Imperial symbol. It has literally the fist, the old Tyr symbol, not the new one from Merkwatch. It has the old one. So this is old Tyr. Which, by the way, just so we're all clear, is one of the older religions in Gardenia. It's not known as well because now it's Cinder, the dwarf god Cinder. It's Tragos himself, who is literally the emperor. Like, all these gods are kind of like more upfront. And if you remember, New Tyr, justice was the old imperial way of implanting themselves in continents that didn't really believe in anything. They were using their crusade tactics in order to, just push elbow their way in. So maybe there might be a little bit of, old Ronan, old Tyr in there, as he kind of glances over all of you, and then makes his way out of the door. Kessler kind of like perks up as soon as he leaves, going, just ignore him. He's a bit, he's under the weather and all that.
He's a bit intense.
I think the word is stressed.
He's he had a soft spot for Caro, so
That is fair enough. Would you terribly mind if I join when you perform or when someone performs the autopsy on the body?
I would rather like to keep my investigators like to the point, but I guess I would be alright with having a witness if you think there might be some sort of skin changer. I feel like that would be fair. I will make a note on my report. Although I would say perhaps the skin changer is watching me do it, so my captain would probably think that it would be better for paranoia if there was at least 2 witnesses.
Anybody else feel like
I'll go. I'll go.
All right. Sorry, before we go anywhere, I need to log you in. Right. So who's going in then? Because otherwise you can't pass these doors.
I lift a hand.
Period. Right. Okay. Your name's Pyrian. What's your last name, mate?
I don't have any.
Oh,
so-
sorry. You're a. Give me a second. Oi, Carol! We got a devil.
Oh, come on, now,
when he's looking away to call for Carol and he's going like, "We have a devil," he's just rolling his eyes.
Sorry
Very
about.
subtle.
It's all right. Sorry about that. It's just unfortunately, paperwork for tieflings is difficult to keep an eye on, especially with the amount of owners you guys have.
Also, I think Carol's being escorted to the mall, right?
No, Carol. It's with a K. Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have more than one Carol.
I guess Carol
That's
is a pretty
weird.
common first.
We have a
name.
Jacob outside. Carol! He turns around and literally you can see this fat little dwarven lady just like with a big tray just like looking up at going, yeah, right, I'm getting to it, I'm getting to it. And she just puts the tray down and it just like starts to waddle down the little road there next to the desks. You can kind
I
of
miss Carol.
I miss. After a couple of minutes, though, she comes back and literally has like a long sheet of paper, and she presses it down, going, "I'm sorry, darling, but could you put your initial here for your name, and then this magic piece of scribe material will literally find out who the hell you belong to. I find this really embarrassing for everybody, but at least we have a way of identifying you."
Of course. I do as she says, and yeah.
Okay.
Perform the necessary paperwork.
And I need your blood here, darling.
He bites into his thumb, piercing the skin with one of his incisors.
Man,
and
just
like,
use a blade or something. It's very
Gross.
unsensitive.
Okay,
it's faster.
as
We have shaved Vegas.
yeah, as he bites into it, it like you'll notice that Pyrian's thumb almost immediately just goes and, like sears over, as the blood then kind of just drips and onto the page. You notice that like for a second, the paper kind of glows around the droplets of blood, and then it starts to form into like a sigil, which looks unfortunately very unkind, as it's the picture of what looks like a devil, the horn, and a tail. It then kind of dissipates and kind of goes opaque before Pyrian's name kind of lights up, and you can see in red, almost emboldened kind of burning letters, you see the name Renrick.
Ren what?
Renrick.
R-E-N-R-E?
Renrick.
R-I-C-K. Okay.
And then with that, it fades suddenly, and the woman looks up and goes, "Renrick? I think I know that name. All right,
Me
okay.
neither.
So I'll take this, and this is yours." And she rips it off and goes, "Here's your paper. Remember, if you're traveling anywhere, you should be carrying one of these."
I wasn't aware. Thank you very much.
In Trino, unfortunately, we are very light. We don't check people's papers that often. Harold, yes. The tea is not going to make itself. All right, then. Jesus Christ. Not Jesus.
I I
No,
thank
sure.
her in Dwarvish and wish her a good day.
Okay. Well, she goes off, waddles back down the road as Kessler kind of looks up and goes, "Sorry about that. So you know it's a difficult thing being, well, one of your kind. But more right. And you, which one would you, dwarf? What's
Hi.
name?
Yeah. So I am Morgren Oak Anvil of the Oak Anvil clan out of Coral.
Ah, right. Okay. Thank you very much for that.
That's just southeast of Burgdun.
Ah, Burton. Never been. So he notes you down and goes, "Is there anyone else?" Right, you two can follow. You can follow him. He kind of points out. If I remember right, give me a second. I gotta find the name of the woman who's literally
Carol.
Mira. Mira, who literally comes forward, like kind of looking at the two of you, going, "Yes, hello. Is this Carol?" She kind of puts her hand down on the table that has essentially been put in front of you, a metal sheet that is on wheels, as she kind of like wands Grom over to put her down on.
Grom is gonna, as gently as possible, kind of place this body on the table before not standing around inside of the room. He was not checked in, nor does he really want to stay to watch the body get investigated.
I'll just quickly grab Grom's arm as he leaves and kind of give him like a silent thank you, and then proceeds to pay attention to the body again.
Right, so you two will be following me. Is that correct? Lovely.
Yes.
Can I ask a question? You're not nobles, are you?
No.
I mean, I know you're not. I'm talking to the dwarf.
Whoa.
Damn.
Well, I don't know. My dad is head of our guild, and
Ah, right.
and
Okay,
our
yes, all right.
guild
Builders
were
got us.
part
And
of-
she just turns around and walks down the road. It's like, don't worry. I don't mean it as any disrespect. I just despise nobles, and honestly, I can't. This is to help anybody without any, stake in it. City is meant for the people like you, the builders, the fighters, the mercenaries. So follow me, and she kind of just like gives you a little, a thingy down, and she goes down these some set of stairs that lead almost to like us. Like as you get to the stairs, you notice that the temperature gets colder.
And who is she? Mira.
This is
right?
Miravale.
Mira Vale.
Yeah.
Mira is fine, and she is the.
She
Coroner?
is the coroner.
How the fuck do you spell
Coroner.
Coroner.
Coroner?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So as you're walking down, you feel the city. You feel the walls around you get colder. Period. This is actually weird because you don't feel cold usually ever. But literally, you can feel it like just suffocate you almost. As the door opens, and then there's a waft of even colder air, and you can see this slightly refrigerated building as she's pushing this trolley along. And then before you can see there's two bodies and a third spot for Carol as she's being pushed into the little crevice for herself. So, well, I hope you don't like to talk because I'm going to get to work.
Since I wasn't there last time, before she starts her work, I would, if I get the time, or if she gives me the space, I would just do a quick, rough surface investigation, like looking what wounds she has, maybe a sniff if I can sniff anything apart from sewage.
Okay.
Anything that
Give
springs
me-
into my eye.
Give me a roll, because like as she pulls away and starts to like cut away the the fabric. By the way, unfortunately, your robes are gone. They're gone. She's literally not even trying to unwrap it. She's cutting it off. She's just pulling it away and trying to be as delicate with the body as she can be.
Investigation.
Yeah, give me an investigation. And while that is happening, what about everybody else? Because we'll get back to that in a minute. Godwin. Oh, well, Bean
Yes,
is gone, so that's not good.
Rip.
I suppose as people start leaving to the coroner's office, I assume I'm the only one left in the office, right? At the moment.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Grom, unless Grom is not gone yet.
Grom would be headed back, but he'd probably hang around at least for a couple minutes.
Just by the door? Okay. All right, well, you can.
Yeah,
Grom and Godwin can have a moment if you want to do something like that then.
Did my roll register?
No, we didn't.
You have to press the die now, not the modifier.
No, I pulled the die into the tray and rolled it.
Just click the die.
Just click the die.
Yeah, dragging and pulling.
There was an update, so they might have changed it to the point where it's different now.
Yeah, we go.
Hey!
I take it.
Okay. All right. Okay, 21. I'll get to you in a minute.
The name of the commander is Roden, right?
Ronan.
Ronan. Yeah.
With
Well, Kessler, do you want to ask Kessler, like who he is?
No,
Yeah.
I'm just checking my spelling.
His name is Ronan McCallahan. He's known as the Wall. He is the Wall of Trino.
By the way, you never returned to me on my insight roll.
Okay.
About
Kessler?
how trustworthy.
Yeah. Good. Thank you for reminding me.
It's my time. Why wouldn't I?
So-
remind you?
Kessler, he seems kind of genuine. He lightens up as Ronan leaves. And you can see like he's kind of like there's like stress in his temple. He's been like his foot has been going like mad, right? Just on the side of the stool there. It's also why he snapped at other Carol. You can see he's very stressed. The papers are smudged, and you can see there's like just his paperwork is a mess. He's trying to keep up. Working for Ronan is clearly something that is very stressful to this man, and he's trying to be the best he can for such an influence on this character. That's what you kind of get from it. He's kind of being genuine. He's just very messy at his job.
Okay. Godwin will pull out his. This man is part of the Order of Kellamvor paper.
Oh.
Like
Get
to
him.
perform burial rites and everything. Just
Oh yeah, right.
put it front.
Well, okay. I think we've got one of you already around here somewhere, right? Killer mites. Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah. What's this guy's name? He kind of just look like going through the papers, going, I don't think I've got your name here. What is your name?
It's Godwin Wolfsbane, sir.
Godwin Wolfsbane. Oh, it's on the paper. Silly bastard. Right, yeah, okay. Wolfsbane. No, right, yeah. Where's your ring?
I wasn't issued one yet.
You,
I was told it wouldn't be necessary given my occupation at the moment.
oh, right. Well, I'm sorry to say, but I don't think you're allowed to work on any of the bodies here as long as you don't have your ring. It's like official paperwork. I'm sorry. He kind of puts the paper forward and just scrunches it and like towards you.
Godwin will pick it up. I will try. Do you think I would be able to sort it out in the Temple District?
Temple District, probably. I mean, not to be, a bit of a, unbeliever, but like those temple sorts, they do end up kind of like giving the wrong impression when it comes to paperwork. So maybe I would say probably. I don't want to shit on your, order, but like, are you like up on your paperwork?
That I am, sir.
Okay, well then it
I
shouldn't
have-
be a problem because like most of people need a permit, especially when it comes to religions in this area.
There are some things I wanted to ask before we leave, but I didn't know if it would be appropriate in the presence of Mr. Ronan.
I mean, I would say actively it would be good to not like keep. Oh shit! May I close that bloody thing? That's not a good idea. It would be better if you let me know all the information because, as I said, if you withhold anything, I mean, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. That's all I'm going to say.
So,
How would
speaking
you-
of not withholding, what other shit did we possibly find? Because I'm not getting fucking, I'm not getting wrapped up with the fucking wall. Not again.
I doubt we will be.
I think he got you for loitering. I think that's the only reason you don't like him.
Yeah, it would be something stupid as hell. It's just
Like you and Ernie were literally just having a boxing match in the middle of the street, and so he was like, "That's illegal. You're not allowed that. You don't have a permit." And Hoss was literally saying,
Permit,
"Yeah,
permit.
like Hoss was literally saying, we've got a permit. It's fine."
it would have been Hoss that got us
Yeah.
in trouble with the fucking loud.
Godwin will basically ask if he can recall how Carol Dentures looks like, just to compare with the woman we've met yesterday.
Carol
Not
Dentures.
yesterday, today.
Yeah, Carol Dentures. Well, she very pretty blonde lady. A little bit of grey in the hair though. She's getting up there, about like 50 years old or something like that. Or blue eyes, I think. I don't honestly. I don't really go for her. You'd probably have more luck asking Ronan. But yeah, no, very very pretty lady. Anything else I can tell you? Is there anything else you're actually looking for?
Not really, but I think it's important to tell you that Carol Dentures was the one who sent us to the sewers to find pushed us to find the possible suspect. The problem is it happened today, this
Right.
morning, and the corpse is at least like
What was it? Like a couple of days?
At least a day, maybe two.
Yeah, a couple of days.
and the corpse isn't fresh. So we have all the we kind of have a reason to suspect that someone is parading as Carol Danger, and it's probably this person. And Godwin will put the diary of the killer on the desk.
Jesus, what is?
You found it in the sewers next to the place, and Godwin will then, in maximum amount of detail, describe the scene.
Okay.
Not like in a spooky tale type,
Yeah.
but as coldly as possible, as describing essentially like.
Oh yeah, just all the
freshly
facts kind of thing. Yeah.
a freshly grave, yeah.
Okay. Give me. Ooh. You know what? Give me a skill check real quick, just to see how well you do this. Just to
Which
kind of.
one?
I will let you decide.
I'm gonna go with intimidation.
And I'm gonna shout it at him. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you're
I
not
guess
trying to
it's-
intimidate him, so
I guess it's gonna be either medicine or
intelligence maybe, but that's not a good roll. But yeah, I mean, I'll let you do medicine if you want.
you want skill or ability?
Either or. Like you have to convince me, buddy.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go with not really how would it be? I'm split between performance and perception because I'm either performing a tale or I'm.
I mean, I'd say it's a little bit of both. So, I mean, a performance is literally you kind of like just telling the facts as it is, or are you giving it with flair or not? If you're trying to do a more medicine type thing, I'd say medicine kind of works better, in my opinion.
I'm gonna go. I will shoot myself in the foot, but I'm gonna go with medicine.
Okay, go for it.
Oh
Wow.
Huh. You should
Ow.
shoot yourself more
It's
often.
literally,
Yes,
like
please.
as you go into more detail, like abrupt detail about what you've discovered and all these things, he's kind of just like jawed open, going, "You dig graves. That's what you do."
Yes.
Jesus.
That is the.
I mean,
that
sorry,
is the
Tear
detail.
Boy. Tear's
I
hand.
didn't know you could
Like
suspect
what? That's a recollection of how much that happened. How early? Like how long ago?
A couple of hours.
Gee, well, mate, that's a photographic memory. All right, well, okay, let me just write this down. And he just starts noting all this stuff, like as you're telling the story, just more and more detail goes into it.
Even creepier, there was a dead body involved. That's why I can remember so well.
Yeah, the photographic memory, and then we go to the book and what's in there? I don't know. I can't read.
I can't read.
Yeah.
He's just looking at you, like just going, can't read. You're in the book capital of the world, and you can't read.
I mean, I'm just not good with curse.
I see. Right. Okay.
With curves? Did you say curves?
I'm
Yeah.
good with curves. I'm bad with cursive.
Oh.
God damn it. Check real quick. Okay.
According to the woman that was supposedly investigating the body that's been found in the morning, this was like there were 2 other victims beforehand.
Yeah. Well. Okay. I mean, to let you know this, there was 2 other victims. There was also, well, the problem was that these people were kind of found in worrying circumstances. The first was what was it? I had a name somewhere. It's not my paperwork, and he kind of just like scrapes through it and kind of like going through papers trying to find the names, and he goes, "Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll find it later for you." There was 2 victims. There was a dock worker, and then there was somebody else. What was his name? He kind of looks through it again, going, yes, okay. There was a negotiator, business negotiator. Yeah, that was her. She was there. So yeah, basically what happened was we found out that there was some sort of dealings with the Crows, and they've basically purchased an inn recently. They took it over, and well, after the next few days, the place was burnt to the ground. The Three Brothers Inn. You ever been there?
Wait,
No.
I didn't Mrs. Oaks.
Mrs. Oaks? Mrs.
Yeah,
Oaks.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I know Mrs. Oaks. Lovely lady.
Yeah, Mrs. Oaks Tavern. She got a fucking one of the families. I might probably say
Valentine's?
Yeah, probably Valentine's.
Yeah,
She
Valentine's are
didn't really
usually
take
like
much.
in for properties. That's why we were a little confused, because this property was bought by the Crows.
Yeah, well, they offered to buy up theirs, and being the smart folk they are, they didn't tell them no. They just took the money. So I think they're.
Oh well,
you might want to watch that.
Might be related. I mean, all right. Well, unless it's reported, we don't really do that. Unfortunately, that's town guard work. We are special
I'm just
investigators.
saying.
Unless we have evidence to search that out, we don't really have time or the resources, unfortunately. But allow me to continue. He kind of glances over, going, so there was a fire at the Three Brothers Inn, and with that, unfortunately, burnt down to the ground. There was a body found there of one. I think it was Marlavex. I think Marlavex was found there. And she's an unknown associate of the Red Crows. So, we thought that was literally, that's why we sent Carol to go basically look. So, well, we just assumed that it was some sort of, scam with property. Why Carol was in there. Maybe she discovered someone else and, well, brought the ire of this sicko. Anyway, you lot should bugger off while we get our autopsy. Come back tomorrow morning. I think that's all right. You can have a think, have a drink, maybe relax a little bit. We're not going anywhere. The body's not going anywhere. Yeah. I expect to see you early in the morning.
Tell our companions, Morgan and Tyrion, that we will be waiting out the gate.
All right. Yep. Sure. Well, I don't know. They'll be here for a while. I think it's going to take a while to go through the bodies properly.
I don't know about you, but I ain't waiting at their fucking gate. I'm going back to the tavern.
All right.
Probably a good idea. Tell them we're going to be at the Oaks Tavern.
No worries. And he kind of like just spins off and gets up off his chair, walks down the road, his paperwork in hand. Meanwhile, while you guys are leaving, Ernie, Astrid, you're waiting by the door. You're waiting on the cart.
1, 2, 3, rock!
Oh shit! Is that what we're playing? Oh, I just thought you were wanting to get a bit friendly. Okay.
His pants are down.
Not out here in the open, silly boy.
Right in front of my justice station.
Well, it is a justice come, isn't it?
Just to
You come here just to come. Oh God, I hate you. All right.
You're the one saying the
Yeah,
word wrong.
literally,
Come on now.
literally. Like Jacob, like one of the guards, kind of like looking over, going, "Excuse me."
Dear.
Okay, you can see like the guards are kind of like off duty at this point. Like you see one of them like literally just going, "Oh, right, Jesus Christ, gonna close this gate," and he just starts to move and close the gate, and then move around. He goes, "Oh, I'm off duty now, so if you're gonna move that cart out or take it back to wherever the hell it is, remember to close the gate afterwards, right?" And he kind of just wanders back up the stairs. I would like Astrid and Ernie to give me a perception check real quick, please.
So if I just click it once, oh yeah, look at that, there it goes. God damn, nope,
You ain't seeing shit tonight.
not
Oh
today.
my God. All right.
Neither one of
That
us.
was almost an 18. Oh, come on.
Wonder Twin Powers.
Wonder Twins!
Activate.
All right.
Too busy knocking rocks together.
Ernie's too busy to pull his pants up.
It's just it's like, oh man. All right. We close that. Need this? No, not that. Yeah. All right.
So Ernie, did you ever think we would like get into this? I did not think this adventure would take us to weird skin flaying serial killers. My auntie, she would tell these stories that just were so glamorous. This is not very glamorous. This is not what I thought we were going to be doing. I'll tell you what.
As you
Oh,
were,
yeah.
oh sorry. Continue. Knowledge.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you're right, but you're right about that. I mean, me and Grom get up to all sorts of stuff and that. We dabble our hands in some things here and there, but literally wading through a sewer full of shit and then finding a dead body is certainly wasn't on the top of the list, especially after going to some big fancy pants party.
I mean, I've been in these sewers before, and sure, once in a while you might find a dead body, but it's usually someone that's just like drunk themselves to death, or got on the wrong side of the crows or the Valentines. But this, whew, I don't know that I signed up for this. Did you get into fancy adventuring, like with going around with Grom and fighting? Did you see neat things? Like, is there something neat on our horizon here?
Oh, oh yeah, we've travelled all over the places and things. I'm not going to lie to you. We've been in Trino most of the time, and we've got into some bar brawls. We've also done some work for some shadier people, shall we say? But it's the brighter side of it is gold is shiny.
As you say, as you literally finish your sentence with, we worked for some shady people, but gold is shiny. You feel a light sharpness pressing against your neck. Astrid, you also feel another presence suddenly behind you. As you hear a voice whisper into your ear, "You better start talking, and quick. What you been telling the town guards, Ernie, huh? Was it something important? Hells. Why'd you even open your mouth to them in the first place? Huh? Are you working with them?"
I'm going to turn my head slightly just
You
to
see,
see who's...
you can see what looks like a face for what almost kind of gives off like a yellowish tint. He's clearly like human, but he just doesn't. He doesn't look well. Very pointy nose. He's got really like narrow eyes. Don't tell me you've gone soft. Oh, we don't deal with the likes of guards. And then, well, you've told them some information. Arcus is not going to be happy, is he?
I don't know who you think I am, but I am not Ernie.
Not Ernie. Give me a deception check.
I don't know this man. I just was walking by and got overtaken. with the
give me a
sickness.
deception check.
16.
Okay, Jesus. He glances up, going, "Oh, so you're not Ernie Baldyhands."
Any baldy hands? No. No.
Oh, right. Oh,
I'm Roger.
Roger.
Roger Federer.
Oh, right. Sorry. We with the wrong person. And the guy is like literally
Is this
looks.
really guy a dangerous guy?
The other guy kind of looks over to you and who's behind Astrid, going, I'm pretty sure it's him. Oh. We just saw Grom go in there, right? You can't mistake Grom. Hey, well, he might be lying. Are you lying?
Well, are you lying about who you are? Well, you said your name is Marcus or something.
Marcus Valentine. That's our boss. We work for him.
Oh shit, you're the Valentines. I'm nothing to do with this. I'm going to rage and punch the guy.
Jesus. All right, okay, fine.
Sure. Oh wait.
Adventure. Jesus. All right, combat. Fuck me.
Adventure him right in the face.
Okay. All right. No,
So
fine.
it's probably either inner thigh or the dick.
Yeah. All right. Let's. Oh God. You know what? I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Just you know what? We'll just roll it because I don't have a map for this area.
It's more like I'm going to try to like this.
Yeah. No. Go for it. Go for it.
And
Also, the worst part is Grom and Godvin are literally coming out of the door as this happens. So.
23.
All right, 23.
Oh, pick him up.
Okay, sure. Which one are you hitting? The guy behind you, or?
Yeah, basically, like, if the guys let me go, I've turned around, I've kind of got my hands up, like,
Okay.
I don't know, and then I'm basically just going for like a low gut punch to try like see if he like drops his weapon, like something like that.
Yeah. Give me
Basically, a gut punch, basically.
this real quick. Go.
Oh,
I can just combat tracker. How do we do this? I just drag that on. Drag this on. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
Sure.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna roll. Well, technically, you get a surprise round because you started the combat. I'm also just gonna roll everybody. So for now. Right. Okay.
I can't wait to be last.
Well, Astrid's last.
I'm ready.
So.
What?
Wait,
come on.
You get a surprise. You get a surprise round as well. I'm gonna say that's fair.
Okay.
Okay. To be fair, you still get to go before most of them, so that's good. All right. Okay. You headbutt the guy. You do. How much damage do you do? Sorry. Give me a
It was
round up.
4, but I'm going to use my Tavern Brawler reroll to reroll the 1.
Okay. Go for it.
So.
I believe you're beating the shit out of like the Valentine's henchman. Okay. Fair enough. 7. All right. So, do you want to describe what you do as you surprise this guy with like an uppercut?
Yeah, it's more like I'm just basically going for the gut punch.
Okay.
And then like try to like catch him off and like see if I can get like force him back with a punch, get a distance to me, and go. Says, I'm sorry I had to do that, but you pulled a knife on me. I'm my friend here. In fact, everyone just calm the fuck down, all right?
Get him!
And I'm just gonna like, look between the two of them.
All right. I will say actively. That was your free. That was your free round. I will say, Astrid, you get a free round, and then you will actually get combat. So, Astrid, what are you doing?
Yeah, so while that was happening, I had reached into my thing to pull out my dagger.
Mm-hmm.
So I will attack with my dagger.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess just roll an attack. Yay! Now
Okay.
I'm trying to like figure out the nick. So I have the nick weapon mastery that allows me to make. What it says when you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of bonus.
Yep.
But how do I know if I can make a second attack?
It sounds like you just get to make it.
You get to make it because it's a weapon property. So if you make the attack, it just happens.
Okay.
Right.
Oh boy. So then I get to do it twice.
You have to roll damage, and then the nick is more damage, from my understanding. What was the actual? Can you?
It says extra attack.
Well, because I know what happens is the extra attack is if you're dual wielding, right? If you have a weapon in both hands, right?
Oh, instead of having to use
so
your
it's not a bonus attack. It's like you just get to do free damage at the behest of an attack, I think.
Assuming you're wielding two.
Yeah. Assuming you're wielding 2 daggers.
Okay,
so if Astrid gets a short sword and a dagger, and she hits with the short sword, she gets to hit with the dagger.
Yeah, she'll get the bonus for the short sword, but she'll also get the bonus for the dagger, which is just extra damage. That's basically kind of what that is.
So can I do that since I have both?
I mean, are they both daggers? Is that what you currently have?
No, I have a short sword and a dagger.
Oh yeah, well let's do that then. Yeah, let's do that. So
the dagger is what has nick.
So the nick damage is literally what one damage, 4. So that's 1 + 3, so that's 4 damage from that. Just goes right through it. You don't need to roll to hit for that. That's just a.
Okay, and then the sword damage. Oh boy, whole 2, but okay.
True. Okay, so that's 9. All right, you literally just stab this guy who's behind you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just say real quick. I need a quick combat. Is there a way?
Sons of bitches? That's what I say.
Combat tracker. Just check this out real quick.
Do we have to roll fucking?
I will say you get a moment. Where's the quick combat? That's what I need. I need a quick combat. Fuck it, doesn't matter. We'll use. It'll be what do you call it of the mind for now. Right. So you stab this man for 9 damage. Jesus Christ. Okay. Actually, you know what happens, Bean? As you literally turn around and you just stab him, do you want to explain how you do it? Just go through it again. Because he's literally on you, and you do whatever you do.
Yeah, I just do like a little ducky spinny and turn around just to stab him up in the gut.
Okay. He actually immediately.
He's a human, right?
Yeah, he literally turned, like, as you stab him in the gut, he literally goes, oh, and he just, like, collapses to the floor, and, like, he's just bleeding all over the floor there. He's clearly panicking as you gut stabbed him, and it's just like, like,
what did I ever do to you?
Trying to hold his guts in.
Your people were going after my uncle. Sons of bitches.
All right, Grom. Godvin, that's when you see the door opens and you see your friends being attacked by what it looks like 3 to 4 bandits, all covered with like masks and clearly like blending into the shadow almost, but thanks to one of them lying on the floor crying, it kind of seems like they've got it almost. It's not your turn, but that's what you guys see before Ernie. It's actually your turn now. So
I can't leave you alone for 5 fucking minutes, Eddie. You start getting into fucking fights.
Leave me alone, Henry and Isabel's all guess. As he
gonna,
says that, he pulls out his axe.
Oh, he's pulling his axe out. Jesus Christ. Okay.
His hand axes. Yeah.
All right.
They put daggers to our necks.
Seeing the situation with
reason.
Ernie grabbing his hatchets, Grom's gonna fucking slip his knuckle dusters on.
Oh god.
He sees his homie getting ready. That's his best bro. He's jumping in.
Before bitches with knives.
Give it to me. It's your turn again, Ernie. This is literally your turn now.
So basically, I've gut punched. Drawing the axes. I'm going to attempt to like get one axe to the side of the other leg, so like he drops down and another axe into like his like neck.
Okay. Yep. Go for it.
I didn't think we were killing them. Holy fuck.
Yeah, we're going full murder, I guess.
I didn't think we were killing them. What the fuck?
We'll leave one alive.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You didn't hear what they. You didn't hear what they said to us. We were just playing Rockville and Shears.
Oh God! All right, roll for it.
They called me Ernie, and I'm Roger.
Roll for deception.
Ernie, what the?
Can he roll for deception at like disadvantage because Grom is actively just
Yeah,
calling
going
him
Ernie. Right. You know what? Yeah. Okay. They might have fucked with the wrong halfling, I guess. So it's really weird what's happening right now. I'll be honest.
That's 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. All right. Remember, crit is double the dice plus the modifier.
It's done that.
Okay, good.
At least they're right here for the Justicium thing place, and just open the door and
Just
toss
to,
'em in.
just to come, just to die.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Where we go? There we go.
It's good that these standard bandits that you have in any adventure
18.
are getting beat shit up by two dwarves. Okay, that's a hit. Yeah.
That's a 6. For
And you're hitting the same guy.
same guy.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Basically hoping to drop his
Already
knee
on
and
the
into
ground.
the neck.
Okay, he seems to block this, but you do the blades do go ping, and you just see him like bringing daggers up and kind of like taking a stance. Oh, you've met a mistake, Ernie. My boss hears about this. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Next actor, Doink. Grom, it's your turn. I will say you will have to use your full movement to get over there. They are like literally by the wagons, which is all the way by the gate, which is quite far off from the main gate. So
That is completely fine. I have to remember how to use rage with this new fucking system.
remember, it's
but
condition.
Grom-
Remember, and you can also clear the condition. I know how to clear the
Yeah,
conditions.
I gotta,
now, so,
I
yeah.
gotta remember how to clear it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I've got a combat tracker's effects. Now.
Yep.
Oh yeah, combat tracker.
Yeah,
Thank
yep.
you. Well, there we go. We've got that going. Grom is going to close that distance between the group, and let's see. The one that Ernie is fighting is probably doing fine. The other guy, like Ernie's doing fine with that one.
Yep.
The other guy's bleeding out.
The guy on the floor
Within like
behind Astrid or in front of Astrid now is bleeding out. He's crawling, like trying to crawl away. You see two other bandits that are like literally like almost like we should help our friend, but oh, this little girl is attacking us.
Go on, help your fucking friend. Do it.
Intimidation? You're just gonna stand there?
No. I mean, Grom is getting over there, but
Okay, all right. So we'll say that you take your turn to just like you're just running over there, right?
that's only an 8 for intimidation.
Okay. To be fair though, you are very tired. You know, so you're like,
yeah, it's been a long day.
you're doing a dad jog, like,
God, I
No,
knew I should have gotten those wide tennis shoes.
You're still covered in like rubble. There's some rubble in your hair, and like. All right. Okay. As that happens,
Once Grom gets there, he's gonna attack one of the two. Probably the one that's closer to Astrid, kind of like interposing himself between her and them.
okay. All right. We'll say for this. Can I do this? Do I just drag this? Work.
What do you?
Wait a
what do
minute.
you do?
That's okay. This is for me. This is not you. Unfortunately,
Okay, well,
your turn is done.
Oh shit, is it? Okay.
Yeah. You're too far away to get there on time. Without like, it would literally, in order to get all the way over there and dash over there, you'd need your action and your your bits and pieces.
Okay, so I'd have to dash.
Yeah.
Essentially, is what you're telling me. Gotcha.
Okay, can I drop that on you? All right, Ernie. Boom. You suddenly feel like the captain. as you see him basically kind of like take a stance as you just try to hack at him, you punched him right in the goddamn face and kind of knocked the wind out of him. His eyes are full of concentration. You can see the red feather, like a red feather symbol on the side of his shoulder, kind of pointing out that he might be one of the Crow members as he leans forward and sticks his scimitar like into you, grazing you slightly.
Which I would just kind of go, ooh, yeah, can I have another, sir?
And he says, and in which he responds, yeah, you can. And he, oh no. he reaches into his belt and he literally pulls out like a little musket.
He pulled out a flintlock.
And he fires, like you hear a loud poof, as Ernie takes 9 points of fire of piercing damage as a round goes. I guess it goes through you.
Hey Ernie, you did rage, didn't you?
I did, yeah. But
Yeah, you take half of it.
I just realized I didn't actually click.
Oh, you need to take the effect. That might needs editing. If you could, can you edit that? You should be able to. Right?
I should do that. So that's, was it 5 down to 2.5? So was that 2, or is it you round up to 3?
Round up, just because. No, round down. Always round down.
Okay, so
Round up for
2
damage
there.
for you guys. Round down for me.
Okay.
All right. With that though, the bandit guy is literally looking at you, going like confused as his gun kind of like just. You're still standing. All right, Godwin.
Okay, great. Back to murdering.
Yeah.
Before that, I assume since I was next to Grom, so we're both kind of far away.
Yeah.
Quick check. The guy on the ground, is he actively dying?
He's not actively dying to the point where he's not stationary. He's crawling away. So he does have some energy in him.
Oh, he's just
Okay.
belly aching.
He's probably just surprised that the guy, like that a dwarf literally just fucking gutted him like in 4 seconds, you know.
I suppose then he doesn't need my help in that particular moment. I do want to stop this fight without murder.
Without murder.
So,
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So my plan. How far? I'm equally far away from Ernie.
Yeah, I would say so. You were at the same gate, so it would literally take you, if you wanted to take the dash action to get over there, that would be your turn. I know it's not fun, but it's
not
just realistic.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I have
Astrid,
an
it's your
idea.
turn. So if you want to think about what you're doing, well, you know.
Okay. I have a dumb idea, but
Okay.
it's gonna be amusing. I never spent a single one of my channel divinity points.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be expelling one right now
Right.
to cast a vow on enmity on the guy.
Vow of enmity.
Okay.
The one who's on the floor?
No. It's okay. Share record. Is that how it works?
Yep, that's how it works.
It didn't
When you
share
take
it for me.
When you take the attack action, you can
There it
expend
is.
one use of the
There
channel
it is.
divinity to utter a vow of enmity.
Yeah.
Against a creature you can see within 30 feet. You'd still have to run over there.
No. It's basically just me pointing my finger at the guy who's currently
On the floor,
Yeah.
crawling towards you?
turn Ernie into a cauldron as I walk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Before I dash. The guy. What I wanted to do is essentially at first to cast Spare the Dying on him,
Mhm.
right? But I don't
Yeah,
need to since he's not dying.
Well, he doesn't.
So,
I mean,
is that-
I'll be honest. That's like metagaming at that point.
He's not
where,
dying
like,
yet.
You don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
You just know he's panicking and he's crawling on the
Yeah.
floor. You need to actually literally go and inspect them.
So I wanna double my vow on enmity
Mhm.
alongside the intimidation check.
Okay.
For I'm going to be using my vow of enmity not only to I guess the bandit leader. I'm gonna dub him that, since he's the only one having an actual like piece on him.
Yep. He seems to have a gun on him, and then like the other ones don't, or at least you know of.
Yeah, at least that I know. I will point the sword at him. Godwin will scream that. Face your own mortality, cur. And that's essentially it. And this will be doubled as a roll for intimidation for the rest.
Okay, go for it.
That didn't go too well for me.
If anything, like when you say that and you're pointing, no one notices because the gun went off and everyone's ears are slightly ringing. So it's just.
So
It's like.
And with that, I'm shadow stepping towards the guy.
Okay, all right.
And that's my channel.
Wait, can you do like okay, right?
No, I'm using my dash to since everyone is distracted. I'm just
all right, okay.
And now I'm near him.
All right, okay.
I have no shield, so sorry, Ernie. No shield mastery.
No shield mastery. All right, Astrid, it's your turn. What do you double?
Yeah, so
You have a guy
stabbed
at your feet, and you have two people literally staring at you who just saw you gut their friend.
there's 3 enemies total, not 2.
There is 3. There's the guy on the floor, and then there's the other 2, and then there's the captain who is behind you, who's fighting Ernie. Basically, you're pinned. Yeah. There's like you guys are in the middle, and they're like one's in the behind, and there's 3 on the other side.
I think that I would love to use my bow, but I think that Astrid would just be furious at this point. Like, we just got out of this disgusting place and find a dead body, and now y'all are what the? And I think I'm just gonna take my sword, and I'm furious. And the little man that's trying to crawl away, I'm stabbing him. I'm furious. I'm having the southern rage here.
Astrid gone from local dwarf to murderer overnight. Got it.
Right.
Okay, go for it.
You pieces of shit.
You're at advantage.
Stab me in the neck.
You're at advantage for attacking the guy, somebody on the floor.
Oh, okay. So I'll do the sword attack with advantage. Okay, 19.
Okay. Yep.
So then here's the short sword damage, and here's the other damage. God, if only I could roll.
Hey, guess what? He's not screaming anymore. As these 2 other bandits just look at you, just lean forward and just like I guess describe it. He's trying to crawl away from you, so.
Yeah, no, and I stab him, and like the blood spurts on my face, and I look up at the other guys. I'm like, "What is your malfunction?" And I'm just my eyeball. I'm like, "Oh, Karen mode."
Okay.
Oh,
like blowing the hair out of the face as it comes back down.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
You're right. Okay. You know what? Give me an intimidation check real quick.
Oh, sure. Oh boy, that's at a -1.
All right. Okay. You know what?
My voice squeaked.
It's not that. Yeah, it's not that surprising. These 2 bandits literally almost kind of look more angry because you murdered their friend. I will just say he's dead. So good luck to that guy.
No rip for him.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do. Unless there's something else you want to do before the end of your turn. Move or whatever. Like I'll give you a.
No, I'm staying right by Ernie's
Ernie.
side here.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so one of these guys literally leans over and attacks you. He just literally comes straight forward at you, and almost like you going, what's your malfunction? And he just misses almost, and like intimidated by you shouting at him, which is unfortunately his turn. And then the other one literally comes flying at you, trying to do the same thing, as they try to like pin you. This one, however, hits as a scimitar comes flying down and kind of grazing across you. hitting you for 4 points of damage as it cuts into your I guess into your arm as you try to block for it. You hear one of the bandits going, "They killed him! It wasn't how this was supposed to go. We should get out of here." And you can hear the captain kind of just drummed up saying, "Those don't run." And Ernie, it's your turn.
Yep, hearing them say crows don't run, he goes, "No, they fly away like fucking cowards," and I'm just gonna hack again up with the axes.
All right, okay.
Which
while spitting out doing all.
Which Phantom Raging, I'm going to make this attack as reckless.
Okay, sure.
So get an advantage on the first attack, but they also have an advantage against me, or he does.
Oh my god!
Natural 20.
Jesus Christ!
Hey man, go!
That's the fourth. Okay, whatever.
This happens, and Astrid's eyes just look at Ernie with God, my hero.
The worst part is that Ernie's trousers fall down as well.
You're the biggest man I know. Woo!
Now I know why they're both huge. Yeah. All right. Fuck me. Did you roll lower than 15?
Sure. There you go. There's a 1.
Oh, thanks. All right. All right. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Ernie, how do you want to beat the shit out of this captain?
Yeah. So
as he literally says, "Crows don't run."
It's no, they make a good barbecue, and I'm basically just going to 2 axes and slice across and try and sever him at the torso. Because that's about as high as I can swing.
Yeah, okay. Right, yeah, alright.
Once you do it, just a big gash, is what I'll make, because they're just little hand axes.
Yeah. I mean, with the actual weight of your attack, yeah, okay. Yeah, he literally for a minute, well, not even a minute, for 2 seconds, he finishes his words, blood spurts from his lips as he just collapses and folds in two. Sprays of arterial blood kind of just spray up across the wagon, literally kind of making it just this wagon's gonna need a wash afterwards. As he falls in half, gutturally letting out his last breath. As the other 2 bandits suddenly just go, "Oh no, fuck this!" And then one of them just starts to turn around and they just leg it down the road. Comment's over.
Wait, hold on. They only have so much movement. They had to jump to get Astrid. Rom is getting fucking one of them.
I will say they are currently running. So if you're going to chase after them, I will let you do that.
They had to use X amount of movement to get to Astrid. That means they only have so much movement to get away from fucking Grom.
That's true. That is true. All right, Grom.
Grom is catching one of these motherfuckers.
It's
As Grom runs by, I slap him with jump.
I slap his ass.
God damn it, Astrid. We talked about this.
You don't have that feat.
I'm gonna do a strength check to grapple one of them if I can catch them.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Give me a grapple check, just strength check. You got advantage because of rage. I guess technically, yeah. No, we'll allow it. We'll allow it for role-playing reasons. 20? All right, fuck it. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to even literally say, as both of the guys literally just look at, they see their commander cut in half. They see the dwarf, their friend on the floor, literally just skewered against the cobblestones. And as they both turn to each other going, "We've got to get out of here," you literally just bring your hands down and go, clunk. And they just collapse down on the floor. As Godwin suddenly comes up going, clearing his throat. That's the end of combat.
Yeah, because as the last one's running away, Ares just gonna raise his axe to point towards him as he runs off. You see, "You tell that fucking Marcus if he wants words with us, he does it face to face."
As that moment is ruined by by Grom just going.
God fucking damn it, Grom!
Wait, does Grom thunk both of them?
Yeah, yeah, both of them. Literally, with a 20, I'm gonna say you just go dunk and just like hit the when you weren't here.
Hell yeah.
You did that already. You just smacked one of them and they hit their head against the wall. So you're an 8-foot guy. All right, you're not gonna like have a hard time with weak bandit men.
He's 9'8". He's big. That's fair.
All right, okay. So with the combat over, the blood's literally like you can see the setting sun kind of set this crimson look on the cobblestones. I will let you guys have a little. You can talk in Discord or whatever while I cut to the people that were doing the investigation that we completely forgot about because this happened.
You okay, Ernie?
So,
Quick,
what in
get
the
me a
fuck?
bandage.
What in the fuck were you two thinking, attacking the Valentino boys?
They attacked us. They put knives to our throats.
You
We
could
was
have
just
just
sitting
fucking
here.
beat the shit out of him. You didn't have to fucking kill him, Astrid. That's
Right.
a fucking corpse.
okay,
Yeah, Astrid, what you do?
They were gonna make us into
Right, hey,
corpses, Grom.
guys.
All right,
We'll
we're
come back to you in a minute. Let some other people have that. If you want to discuss what you were actually going to talk about, though, you can do that in player chat. While we deal with the very patient other players that are currently right, Mogren and period. You're 21, right, Kitsune?
Yep.
Right. As you were like looking over this corpse, very like kind of. How do you want to describe it? How you go about it? Because it's a human, and I'll be honest. You probably haven't done this to very many. Like you've seen many victims to animals, but probably not, premeditated murder.
Yeah, sure.
Like
So I basically know what weapons do to other things because I've killed things with my weapons. So I probably know the difference between a claw and a sharp cutting instrument or stabbing instrument.
Yep.
So as the coroner cuts away the clothes, I go close, and as I said, I sniff the body if there are any unusual odors, except for sewer.
Yeah.
And then basically look for markings, look for anything that's basically unusual on a body that doesn't belong there, and then take a closer look at the wounds she suffered. And if I can deduct anything from there, if she has any defensive wounds on her hands or arms, so if she was aware that she was attacked or just cut down from maybe behind or something. And basically I take a look if her heels are dirty, so if she was dragged or if she was carried, anything like that.
While you're doing this, while you're kind of giving this glance over Mogren, you do notice that like he is giving like a little bit more detail than you would think, considering his profession. I don't know, like how do you think Mogren would kind of deal with this way of somebody kind of who's not doing it in like a more ritual or holy kind of way, but more like a more scientific kind of phrase? Because this is not something that you're adamantly like you're aware of. You've seen Godwin kind of do this kind of stuff, but it's more spiritual for your senses, Godwin's senses, and this is definitely more clean. Like you do not see the soul in this body. No. You just see a husk of what it used to be. And with Pyrian, like looking it over, kind of like not even touching the body, but managing to kind of like take in this whole, like, the whole story in front of him. I will say, you can kind of see that the bone, the skin is flayed in certain areas. The bones are stripped clean. Her mobile phone is going off. Sorry. Who is that? Okay, it's Margaret.
It's Margaret.
Margaret, God damn it. Your mobile phone's going off. His spiritual sensor's going off. Put that away!
It's not really. I don't have anything on me.
No, it's feedback.
It's feedback.
in your
Don't worry about it.
microphone.
There's nothing in my microphone.
No, I know. It's your sensor. All right. So as you do this inspection, you see the skin that seems to be flayed, bones are stripped clean, and there seems to be some sort of signs of ritualistic precision. There's clearly there's sewer grime that's embedded in the wounds. From what you can tell, there's also like light dashes of what smells of like charcoal or ash. And you kind of like give like one last like look over, and as you see, you can see almost like her hand is like tightened. And there seems to be like a note that is like crumbled in her hand, which has been like just hidden just by moving the body.
Oh.
Can I take the note?
The
Can I kind of like go to her, cup her hand, be like I'm gonna tell the coroner.
The coroner literally goes, as you go to touch the hand, she goes, "Get your hands off that. You do it carefully, carefully."
Yeah, I just need closure, please.
Listen. I understand.
I'm just gonna start praying.
You can pray. Just we need to make sure that we don't damage it. If this has writing on it, it might be vital to finding out where she was last.
They saw the note too.
Yeah, no. This was literally what Kitsune had seen from his literal just inspection, his investigation. So as she goes and starts to go,
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what I've noticed. I'm just gonna see if any of the other.
Mm-hmm.
You said there are 2 other bodies down here?
There are 2 other bodies, yep.
I'm just gonna go to them, see if they have any similar, like, we know this was a butcher who did it, so see if they got any sort of similar cuts. Do they have the entry wound of the meat hook that Carol was hanging from? Or
Yep, sure. Give me an investigation check for which body, first or second?
I don't really care. Number 1.
Okay. Investigation check, please.
Nice.
Okay. As you glance over this lady, you can see this man. You see on the paperwork it reads Ellis. His name is Ellis. Says profession dock worker on the side there, and his notes are kind of like barely written down already. But as you give a glance over, you can see that his skin is also flayed, bones are stripped clean. It does look as if he has very like varying lines of purple around his neck. And there is like a plastic bag, well, not a plastic bag, but like a hemmed bag, that is like lined with what looks like effects that were found on the like near the body.
I would, after my investigation, I would look to the coroner and ask, could we start with the hands? It seems like she's holding something.
She goes, literally, let me finish with this body. You can look at the other ones. They are already done. I need to finish my work here without being interrupted.
It means the first 2 that
Yeah.
Morgan is investigating as well.
Okay, so like like I said, there are 3 bodies. These Carol's is currently being doing. You can literally look at the other 2 if you want. As you guys, I'll just go through the bodies as it is. And I will reveal the other information for the first one. So the second target was Meryl. Her name is Meryl. She's the negotiator. That's what it literally reads on the little plaque that she has. It says that she was found in a private residence, which doesn't have the name, but it does say that there is like a scribbled off note that says known to have worked with Red Crows. And it says that you can see on her body as well, and it's also like the notes itself says skin flayed, bone stripped clean, and there's literally what it says, ritual markings ? And and it says palms, question mark. And of course, there's another hemp bag that has similar evidence in there that is currently sealed.
I turn to Morgren and say, "That's very odd."
Which part? This all seems extremely weird to me.
Well, yeah, it is weird. See, the first two were basically killed in secluded places, but easily accessible, like private residence. But the one you found were in the sewers? It strikes me a bit as odd, you know.
He was practicing before. He was honing his craft, so to speak. We found a diary where he explains that he's been practicing, and now he is ready to bring the slaughter to the people, so to speak.
You can hear the woman kind of look up for a second and say, "There's also the victim that was brought in earlier today. We didn't think she was connected to this, but apparently she was the one that Miss Denches was inspecting originally. Is that correct?" And you're telling me that this is very similar to how these bodies are.
Yeah.
Well, it would appear so.
See, I might have to find her body and bring it up here. I didn't do as thorough work as possible. We just heard that she was murdered in the street.
Morgren, when we are when we are back outside, wasn't there a talk about a building burning down?
Are we back outside? Are we leaving? What?
No. When we are back outside,
Yeah.
we should investigate a building that burned down in combination or in connection to the crows. I've only heard bits and pieces from the conversation.
Oh, the interrogation Carol was doing?
Yeah, because she
Investigation, sorry.
Yeah, she smells of
Ash.
well, ash
and
burning building,
yeah.
basically.
Um,
So she has been there.
In that moment, the woman literally pries free some of the paper and goes and literally kind of goes, "Wait a minute." Says, yes, okay. It's burnt. The note is highly damaged. They knew what he was doing before they let him in. Does that have any? Very cryptic. She literally
Does that ring any bells?
he puts it down on a piece of on a little slab and kind of just lines it out as perfectly as she can, and you can see the watermark of the paper is kind of just torn and ripped. It stinks. It's slightly wet, but the edges are frayed with the burn mark. It is interesting because this is watermarked paper, so it looks like a pay receipt it's been written on. And if I'm not mistaken, the three brothers inn.
Maybe the crows are employing the killer.
They knew what he was before they let him in. Huh. Well, I will write this report. Is there anything you wish to say? I'm finished, by the way, Mr. Mogren. She literally kind of puts her tools down and takes a step back and starts to wash her hand in a pail.
Have they been sent on by?
We usually wait for somebody who has a permit. Are you a priest?
Yeah.
What I'm not to pry, but what is your denomination?
I am what is it called? Clergyman?
Well, I think that would be
In the-
appropriate.
from the Church of Cinder.
Okay. These usually we would probably use for these human subjects. We would probably use somebody more to line to Triggeranian. But if it would make you feel better,
Yeah.
we will get an official
Well,
person come in later.
He's not here, so I'll whip out my sensor and I'll light it.
I
whip
step
out
back.
I whip out my death stick and contaminate the whole morgue.
It's just smoke.
I step back to
Hmm.
give Morgren enough space to work and lower my head respectfully. Not my religion, but of course I respect the local customs.
Cool.
And I'll walk around the room for a bit, like walk around the corpses, and I'll do my funeral prayer. So he's gonna. Normally he would do it for every single one, but
No.
since this is not officially a funeral, this
yeah.
is just for good measure. It's gonna say, "Flame of a life and eternal guide, you return these souls to your radiant embrace. May they walk forever in your light, free from shadow and untouched by the dark. Grant them the rest in the warmth of your care, a place among your kindred spirits you hold close. Let no evil disturb their rest, and may they find comfort in your endless fire. As we commit them to you, we trust they are wrapped in light of a new dawn, free from the touch of night. Blessed be your name." How close is Pyrian to Morgan?
It's quite a small room. Like I'd say like 30 feet from where you are to the wall on both directions, and like all four directions. So
after his "Blessed be your name," he just mumbles on something. So if you're curious, you could roll.
yeah, you can roll for perception if you'd like.
I will. Skills.
Also, you get +1 to your next roll up, Aga.
Thanks.
I need to fix that. It says undefined for every buggy one, so I must have broken it.
21.
21. All right. What is he here?
You hear the name Seraphina.
You could roll a religion
That's-
check if you want.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
I
that
roll
doesn't
a-
mean anything without the context of religion, and you considering you know local religions, they're not your bag, but also at the same time you might have heard.
Yeah.
I doubt it though.
Let's see. 18.
Okay. Do you know what? Considering what Mogren said, that he was a clergyman of the Temple of Cinder, you find it odd that he's bringing up Seraphina, which is known as almost the daughter, actually, of Cinder, rather than Cinder himself.
Okay. So he's, in my opinion, he's a priest of kind of an offshoot or lesser church.
That's from what he said, from his prayer being so intimate. You kind of get that feeling from him as he finishes
All
his little service.
Fair enough.
The coroner kind of looks up, saying, "Thank you, that was lovely. We will probably have a proper service, or not proper, but we will have an actual an actual service."
It's about to be another
tomorrow.
fire.
We have, like I said, I'm pretty sure our commander would like to say goodbye to certain people other than the others, but I will need to bring the other body down. So if you don't mind, I would rather have you leave the evening. I will
Thank you for letting us stay here.
Like I said, this was all due to the report, and she kind of writes, she just gives you a kind of look up from her paperwork as she takes the quill and starts writing down some notes again. It was nice to meet you. Hopefully I never see you again. No offense. And as that, she waves you off as you go up the stairs. I'll let you have a last kind of word off as you head to the door, only to see the door wide open and a bunch of guards kind of just running out of the door to kind of deal with whatever the hell's going on outside.
Seems there's a commotion outside.
Yeah. That's odd. Have you seen the rest?
Now that you mention it, no.
I thought they would stick around at least.
Let's we should probably go check it out.
You leave?
We should probably, yes.
It's like a fucking.
After you.
It's a bad fucking episode of Cops as as you see Astrid being pushed into the ground. It's like
It's basically Beverly Hills Cop with more
Covered in
people.
blood.
Ernie, like literally has been disarmed. Going, you put your bloody weapon down.
Yelling, they attacked us first! Self-defense!
Right, what happened here? What happened here?
Fuck around and find out. That's what happened here.
Police brutality.
Okay, I'll let you guys play this out as literally the guards say, "What the hell happened here? What's going on?"
Ernie will kind of like respond. He just says, "Well, you see, these folk here came up to us with knives to our throats, threatened me and my good friend here." And he points over to Astrid and says, "And we, as she rightly pointed out, we defended ourselves, or fuck around and find out."
Is that wait?
Yes, the old Trino custom.
Reno, the city of murder. Right, yeah, okay. It literally, like, you can see, like, the guard kind of just going, like, pulling his sword, going, not really sure who to point it at for a second, and then, like, one of them turns and looks over to Grum, like, almost kind of, like, hoping that he's kind of chill. As you stand over...
What the fuck you looking at me for?
You
I've
stand-
already knocked out 2 of them.
Right,
And
so,
yes, I knocked them out, Astrid. You could have done that.
He shot Ernie!
I don't give a fuck. You don't kill Valentine boys. What the fuck are you thinking?
wait, these are Valentines.
Yeah, they're fucking Valentines.
What the...
Who's the one that grew up in this city and knows about the Valentines? And I'll put my little hand up. And I'll just look at Grom with like...
Me, you tiny fucking... Oh, I'm gonna... I've got a wife...
Then
and
you,
2 kids in
then
this
you
fucking
should know
town.
better. You should know better. You should know better.
Astrid,
It
I'm
wasn't gonna
leave.
get... Wasn't
Astrid,
gonna
I'm
get
going
better.
to leave before I fucking kick you in the throat.
I'm giving my healing potion to Ernie.
Okay. Ernie,
Just like-
you are
Just-
handed...
just
You are
remember-
handed... Is this... Right, yeah, okay, you're handed you're handing Ernie the healing potion?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Ernie?
just gonna look over at Ernie and go like, "Oh, I guess they just would rather we were dead." Huh? I never.
What in Cinder's beard is going on?
It's just as Malgren steps out, just blood on the cobblestones, like surrounding, like Astrid literally, like she's got flakes of like flesh and blood in her beard.
Oh, more
What
good.
in the 7 hells?
Would I rather you were dead? No, I did not say that. I just said that I wish you wouldn't have fucking stabbed the man to death.
Ernie, are you drinking that
Also,
healing potion?
Ernie, I wish you
I
hadn't.
know. I'm just turning it down. So I turned it down from like. I says, I think.
Oh, you're turning it down, okay.
hopefully They need some more.
Right, okay,
yeah.
fair enough. All right, sorry, continue, Grom. I was just curious about whatever's
And
happening.
Ernie, I wish you hadn't fucking chopped a man in 2. You know how bad that makes us fucking look in the Valentine in their fucking eyes?
Yeah,
That puts
I know.
fucking-
You know me. I get bad temper. I lose control. It's my fucking fault.
Right, okay, give us a second here, wait. Well, you're telling me that these were the Valentine's boys.
Crows. I heard him say crows.
Crows? Oh, all right.
There's a symbol on the cloak there, though.
These are the crows. Right, hang on a minute. And he kind of leans over to the guy who's caught in half. He goes to like lift him up, not realizing it's just his torso. And let go. Oh, Jesus Christ!
What? You never
Where's
seen a
this
halfling
guy?
before?
Oh, oh God!
Finger eating?
Well, he's particularly professional.
Sure, you might have bloody warned me.
Ooh. That looks like expensive lunch. Jeez.
And he's just like he's
Shame
out.
about
He
the
is
silver
like one of his other mates goes, "Gee, oh fuck, blood." Oh, he just takes like a rag and kind of puts it over his mouth and kind of like leans over, going, "Yeah, that's crows. That is. Jeez, they attacked you.
As
Why
you
would
guys
they
sort of-
attack you? Why would they attack you? Like crows, they're usually like Okay, maybe we are on something then, I guess, huh?
Yeah,
Mate.
we're on the fucking.
Oh, looks like Carol might have had a little bit more to go. Then he starts taking a piece of paper out and starts to write on it. And like Kessler is literally like standing by the door, going, "On a bloody doorstep, bloody hell! Right, we got to get this place cornered off. We got to make sure everybody hears. Don't touch anything, bloody hell! Right,
What do you want me to do with the 2 live ones?
you put them in the back there. We'll interrogate them, get them done for the morning. If there's one
Grom's gonna
thing,
sling them.
if there's one thing that I know for a fact, Mr. Macklin, Mr. Macklin is going to know is that he's going to have 2 boys from the crows in his nest. This could be bad. Honestly, this could be bad. Right, shit. You can kind of see him like just putting his hands through his hair, and you just see like Kessler's hair just start to fall out. Right, all right. What do I do? Okay. You know what? You lot, every single one of you, right? Go home. Come back tomorrow. And all the guards start to like take form and go, "You better come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow, right?"
Yeah, I've got to come back fucking tomorrow.
Right? As you then see like literally them just try to do their best to clean this whole courtyard open. The gate is literally almost slammed shut behind you. As you're left outside on the street.
As we walk away, kind of like go over to Ernie and be like, Ernie, so they seem to know you. I'm just gonna kind of whisper, not say this loudly. Like, oh, well, I mean, I'm happy to back you up, but they seem do you have dealings with these men?
Absolutely not. I think they just happened to guess my name. No, that's not for you.
Deception.
No, like I'm basically just I'm meant to feel like that's
Right, fair enough.
that's the worst.
Fair
It's like the worst.
Like
excuse.
Ernie is literally Ernie just never lies. He's just like, no, that's bad. That's terrible.
How loudly is Ernie speaking? At the
I'd say
moment?
Ernie does not have an inside voice.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like for sort of the back, and that is one of those. Yeah, he's a booming voice. He thinks he's whispering, but it was probably normal speech for him.
It's a stage whisper.
Yes. It's like, we've had a bit of dealings here and there where we've done some jobs, and might have annoyed the Valentinos a wee bit. Valentines, not the Valentinos, Valentines.
Keep calling that too.
Hey, Gringo.
Basically, I think most of the annoyances might have been me, as you can get an idea of what's happened. 'Cause, weirdly enough, up to 2 of us, Grom's the one that's got the straight head and tries to keep me intact. And as you see, when he's not there, I lose myself.
Yep. Well,
I thought it was brave. I thought it was brave, and I thought it was gallant. So
That guy from behind was amazing.
it was a little
literally-
bit fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little bit fun.
literally gassing each other up. That's great. Okay.
Grom's fucking eyelid is twitching in rage.
Okay. As
I didn't know you were a street brawler.
You're not ready to hear this.
Right. So as you guys are slowly walking away, though, I will say that you can have like a revelation of your task. Do you want to have it outside? Do you want to make it all the way back, or do you want to mention the fact that you're going to investigate the burning building? Do you want to leave that till tomorrow? What's the plan, guys?
Pyrian was about to ask,
okay.
or was to inform the group what he found.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Guys, we witnessed the autopsy. So we have 3 victims with the same modus operandi. So they were killed in the same way. And the one you brought in apparently had a piece of paper clutched in her hand that read, "They knew what he was when they took him in." And she smelled of ash. So I assume she was in the burning building that was mentioned. Or at least in the ruins afterwards.
I mean,
They
that's
hired that monster? Oh, dear Lord. Dear tear.
Could be. It's one of the theories, at least.
I mean, it also could be referring to exactly what he is, if he is some sort of shape change. You know, we've already seen changelings before, so I mean, fucking Christ. Okay.
So took him in or let him in? That not matter.
Took him in. It said that they took him in.
Good. That's just what I was asking.
Yeah.
Alpaca was asking for the notes.
Yeah,
It was
right. The note
horrible.
did say took him in,
It
not
was a
let him in.
soulless place down there.
Yeah, very.
I don't ever want to go back to the morgue.
Very sterile. Like
Very, very not spiritual.
you can almost like you kind of feel actually. I'll say this. Morgan kind of feels like they're like the sheer pressure when you saw Ronan, and you felt like that weird intensity from him. You could kind of sense like you can sense his belief. Like you could see he was a very spiritual man, and the fact that he works in this place kind of gives you a respect for him. Especially when it's a very cold place, especially for somebody who has like such a deep belief in essentially what it is, justice.
Usually when we're down in like crypts or caves or basements, there's always some kind of religious presence of sorts. But this was just wiped clean. There's nothing. Purely scientific. It was all Pyrian. He was all for it.
I will say also with that being mentioned, what is your group's initial thought then? Continue on to the Oaks Tavern or check out the burning building? You still have some hours left. It's getting to the evening.
We go take a quick perimeter check.
You like just to check where the Three Brothers Inn is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just run to an inn real quick and wash my face a little bit?
Nope.
I mean, no. Just okay.
If you wanted to wash your fucking face, maybe you shouldn't have gotten fucking blood all over it.
You weren't there. You don't have a word in this, sir.
Are you hurt, Astrid? Are you hurt?
Can we take a moment? Sorry, can we take a moment to just think that what Panda's gonna have to do with Octavia when he comes back? Just literally, you did what?
Ooh, is this
Oh,
why
finally.
our clan was
Finally,
exiled from the Dwarven lands? We got the blood rage.
I killed someone and got away with it.
Ooh.
Hey kids, let's talk about murder! Yeah.
I want to read that book
Are
again.
you hurt, Astrid?
What am I hurt? I'm all right. Well, thank you, sir. I got a little poked. It's okay though. I'll just need a good hot bath.
Meanwhile, Ernie's holding a bullet wound, going, "I'm fine." Can I have that wine flask again?
I'll walk it off.
Are you
Just a
hurt,
scratch.
Ernie?
Oh, just a little bit. It's
He
just a
got
scratch.
shot. Of
How do you
course he's
also?
hurt.
You know what I'm gonna say?
I
Also,
don't
Ernie,
know.
Ernie. I'm gonna also say, like, I will let you decide. You were shot. You took the full damage. How does it look on your character?
I'll say
Did it miss?
he's got-
Did it miss, or did it actually like make an impact and actually kind of bruise some ribs or whatever?
I'll say like rather than a scratch on like say like I'll say like on the side of like his like rib cage sort of thing like that. There is
Yeah.
like a almost like a line, like a big sort of gouge where the bullets pass through. So it's a through and through, but it's on the side, so there is like a bit of the side of Ernie missing.
I will say Mogren
he is bleeding because he is walking by his elbow held against it just to kind of like try and keep the wind in.
I will say Mogren, you are very like, you know, as Mogren is kind of like, you know, in his own kind of mind sort of thing. When it comes to people who are injured, you're not that, you know.
No,
so you would say, you before you even ask, probably you kind of, you know, you can smell it as well. You're like, oh no. How long have you been walking like that?
Can I like out of my backpack I have like travel clothes? Can I just like rip a shirt and just go over and just dote on them and just let me just tie this up on you real quick and just make a makeshift kind of bandage? I'm gonna slap your hands down. Now you just settle. Let me just do this.
Okay, Astrid. I think Astrid. Can I, please?
Morgan, just
by all
tell him
means.
to drink the potion I gave him.
I rejected the potion.
You have your potion back, Goblin.
This is such a strong man.
Okay.
Give him the potion back.
Okay, Ernie, I'm gonna have to do a quick test. Look at my finger, and I'm gonna do like the, follow the finger thingy, and then I'm gonna hold it like on his, like right in front of his nose, so he looks a little cross-eyed.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna snap my fingers, and it's gonna make a little spark.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and also you're gonna heal some. There you go.
There you go. All right, as that happens, you can still feel your ribs slightly bruised a little, but the wound seems to have like kind of sealed up a little. You're not bleeding anymore. As Astrid throws that little gown around you to try and, at least kind of just hide the wound as it's still quite red and fresh.
I think what Astrid's do is try to like rip the clothes to make like a makeshift bandage.
Yeah. So I mean, just like a little mini like belt that goes around your side a little, right? We'll say this also, Astrid. We'll say that you like rip the sleeve off. He's like 2 foot tall. Like you don't like.
We're both kind of. I mean, he's smaller than me.
Yeah, he's smaller than you. He's definitely smaller.
Did I get my rope back?
No, the robe was cut open. Like you wouldn't have been able to get it back. Like it was stripped. It was like cut in strips. Unless you wanted the dirty cloth back. I figured Margaret probably wouldn't.
I'll just remove it from my inventory.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I did say that. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. As long as we're aware. All right, Ernie, continue. Sorry.
No, I was just going to remind the DM that Ernie is 3'2", not 2 feet.
So yeah, no, but it's the smallest. Also, I don't have your heights on you. I just know you're about 3 foot tall. That's why I keep saying like Grom is a fucking 8 foot guy when he's actually like 9 foot something or other.
9'8".
Yeah. All right.
4'10".
He's a big fuck. Like he can barely fit in the door in the oak. All right. So you guys start to head down the road. You can see like people like coming back from their pissants, their tavern haunts. Not a lot of like people are like actively quite loud. It's midweek, It's not like the end of it's not the weekend. So the night is getting like on, but it's like almost mid-evening. And you can see like many of the houses and candles lighting up as you're heading towards the Three Brothers Inn. As you get closer to the street, that smell of ash hits the back of your throats. This section of the area, yeah, you like it. This section of the area, though, you can see it's been cordoned off as well. Like makeshift barriers have been like set up that are made of like plywood and bits of like sticks, broken down trees. One of the trees that are in the garden for the Three Brothers Inn has been like cut down completely and just used as like a barrier. As the whole area behind it is like you can see like what looks like the skeleton of a couple of rooms, a building. The roof has collapsed in on itself. All the furniture that has been saved has been like pulled out of the wreckage. And it looks as if like this place has been either picked clean or the investigators have come in and, just done what they could to make it no longer a hazard. But there is essentially what looks like a barrier around it, and no guards in sight currently.
I'm gonna lean over to Godwin, be like, this whole building is gonna need new beams, new foundation, new roof, everything. There's nothing salvageable about this. I wouldn't even use it for firewood. I mean, someone did, you know, but I don't know.
2 people died.
Just a passerby. You're a horrible man.
You're a horrible man. 2 people died. No, I will say that as you get closer to like the main entrance, the door is missing. The frame is like kind of like 2 toothpicks, like with a little bit of like, you know, broken down ember. Like some of the building clearly looks almost as if it's just gone out, almost, but it's been out for at least a day. There is what looks like a big stake that's been like handcrafted, hand cut, clearly by some workman, with like a sign on the side, and it reads incident by Tierno Investigation Squad, and it literally says under investigation, do not tamper. And it says, basically it says fire report, 3 brothers in, blah blah blah, and it's got essentially like the date where it happened on it written just on the plywood.
Well, I'm gonna do exactly that and tamper with it and duck under the barrier and walk into the ruin to have a look around.
Give me, are you doing it stealthily, or are you just going in?
Well, since the dude said we are working for him now,
Yeah.
whether we want or not, I'm taking the liberty and
yeah, that's
don't
fair enough.
think
Yeah.
that I need to go stealthy.
I just literally wanted just to know just how, like, okay, so like as you are all like looking outside, kind of inspecting this area, Perion literally just he ducks his head under the barrier and just like makes his way in. I will anyone following, or whatever, however you want to go about it.
I'm going.
Okay, Ernie doesn't even duck. He just walks in.
Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't.
I was going to say Ernie's going to try and like maybe walk around the building outside to like see if there's like
Okay.
there's any like a garden area that like maybe where someone could have like snuck in like a window or back door or something like that. So you'd like go, you basically check the outside of the building effectively.
All right. Okay. Give me, if you guys are all going to do like a search for this, let me, I don't know if you want to like pull your rolls or if you want to do them separately yourselves to see what you might discover. I will let you, yeah, go for it.
As the people roll their perceptions and everything to check for stuff, Godwin will kind of stand around, just stepping from one foot to another, thinking very, very hard. Like there are, it's kind of visible that he's trying to come up with a decision or at least some solution to his new problem.
Yeah.
And then he calls out to Morgan and goes, "Morgan, I have to go to the temple district real quick."
Can you hold it?
I was told I'm not allowed to work if I don't get the ring. Also, good news, I'm getting my ring, I guess.
Congratulations, buddy.
I'm gonna.
You need someone to go with you?
No, I'll meet you at the Oaks Tavern, I guess.
You know what? I'll say this, just so we don't split the party.
No. It's basically me fucking off, and then we will. It's about time for us to wrap up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, yeah.
So I'm gonna fuck off, okay. And then we will just start with my segment next time.
Okay. All right. I mean,
it's not like
okay. Fair enough. All right. No, fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Okay. I'm just. It's fine. All right. So.
Don't worry.
Okay. As Godwin goes and just jogs down the street, the rest of you, are you doing it in groups? Like, that's the question. Is you doing it in groups or what? Like, who's going well? Is it Ernie and Astrid hanging out doing the outside, and Grom and everybody else going on the inside, or what? Is Grom even going out inside?
Fuck no, Grom is pissed. He's going home.
Okay, all right, okay.
Oh no.
Grom, like, so did you go with them to the building then?
No.
Okay.
I
When
was
did you
quiet
separate?
intentionally.
When did you separate?
Just shortly after their argument with
Okay.
Astrid.
Okay. So let's just say for the most part, just remember for next session, I'll have to do a Grom's going home segment and a and a Godwin segment for next week or 2 weeks from now or whatever. Right. Okay. Ernie, outside. Astrid, you going on the outside too?
I'd like to think that I would think about hidden things, right? Like being like a hunter and animals hide, and so I would just want to look for like the small hidden places.
Okay.
Looking for sources of the fire. Or
You're going for
whatever.
more like will you be doing that on the outside, or will you be going in to have a look and looking for like the smaller gaps and stuff?
Well, trying to find where the fire started.
Okay.
Like, so looking for that, wherever that initial hotspot might be. So yeah, that I would
right,
be
Ian.
doing the investigation.
You want to do an investigation? All right, okay. What about Mogren and what about Perian? What's the ethics of investigating a fire?
I'm going inside.
Okay. Like literally just try to find inside the building, like where like a building that like a room that might be actually like habitable. Let's say habitable.
Well, yes. Also, my mentality is okay. The guys here were investigating a fire.
Yep.
We are investigating a murder, so it's kind of we are looking for different like kinds of clues. If
Okay.
You know.
All right.
So
Sorry.
I'm basically retracing the whole thing
Yep.
and basically going through all the rooms and looking for stuff that the fire investigators weren't interested in because they were looking for a fire, not a murder.
Yep. Sure. Right, Mogren.
As a part-time pyromaniac, I'm gonna try to locate the
Source of the fire.
point of ignition. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. If you roll, I'll say you and Astrid can like kind of point your roll if you want to roll together and play for that to find out where the source of the fire is. I need an investigation roll from Perian for trying to look for clues that were connected to the murder, and I would like Ernie to give me, I guess, a perception check / investigation check for looking outside the garden area.
I'm finding shit.
It's
Literally.
It's the beard. I think.
All right, Perian, we'll start with you. As you kind of like make your way into the room, there's like a door that is collapsed, like halfway collapsed, and it's like you think for a second that it might lead into like a little alcove that somebody missed, and as you pull it, like it just dissolves in your hand and kind of like creates like a wave of like soot and like almost kind of blinding you, like as you try to clear your eyes and go. The place is like quite dangerous. Like even going like anywhere inside seems to be kind of
Dangerous.
It's kind of hazardous. As you're doing that though, you see Astrid and Mogren kind of like quickly, just almost like rhythmically. You see Mogren. Mogren, how do you want to describe how you find the source of the fire? And Astrid.
He's probably gonna like go around looking, gonna smear like test some of the wood to see like, well, this part is burnt more, this part is burnt less, and then he's just gonna trace back, really like find the place of
so
least burnt.
So what we'll say is like, considering the way like Astrid is also kind of like helping you almost, she kind of like takes lead from what you're doing and then kind of goes and follows like the marks of like if she was following someone who had essentially started a campfire and then gone missing on one of her many forest romps. She could kind of tell how quickly this fire maybe went out just from like the dampness of the actual wood itself. And using your knowledge and Astra's knowledge, you notice that this area that the fire had started seemed to be near one of the back room kitchens. The whole area itself has like been engulfed, and the roof has collapsed on top of it. But you can see there's like archways that are still kind of limber. Like they do bend and creak as you approach it from the pressure of your feet on it. But as you do that, you hear like a loud kind of crackle, and as if like stone is being twisted as well. And Ernie, I'll say after like about 5 to 10 minutes, you're just wandering around the garden. You don't seem to find anything. You see the tree that's been chopped down, and you see like some of the branches that are basically the leaves have just been covered in soot. They're more like gray than green. The garden itself is like the potatoes are ruined. Like the little chef herbery is ruined. All the spices ruined. This place has kind of essentially just been kind of fully damaged due to the actual fire.
Okay.
Give me a perception check. I will. You know what? I will allow both Astrid and Mogren to have a perception.
Ooh, that's cool. Go Morgan.
All right, Mogren. As you step forward once more, kind of following this heat or lack of, almost like you're trying to like predict the way the fire would have went out. As you step forward, you feel a large clunk, a large like heave of like the wood break under your foot for a second, and then the light ting of metal.
I feel something crack under my foot, and then I hear a tink of metal.
You hear a ting of like metal, like something pinging off of metal, like below you.
Gonna jump back.
Okay. As you do, I'll say with your perception check, without doing another one, you see what looks like the outline of the wood has been carved or cut, very specifically, as if it's a little wooden trapdoor.
Oh. So it was a trap.
No, just a trap door.
Yeah, a trapped door.
What? Yeah. It's not. There's no trap. It's just a door that's in the floor. The floor door.
Floor door.
Yeah. It's a floor door.
I know. What a trap door is.
That it's free.
Hey, Astrid, come take a look here.
What'd you find?
A trap door.
Oh, well.
Should we get the others?
Oh, as opposed to open it right now. Yeah. That's probably a really good idea. Okay, I'll go get Pyrian and Ernie. So I'll go.
All right.
I'll stay put.
Okay. As you do, we just to speed things up. Everybody, I guess, Ernie and Pyrian will come running and meet up at the trapdoor.
Yep.
No, sharp eyes, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you.
So, I guess the question is who goes first, eh?
Not
And
me. That's usually a Godwin thing.
The fire did start here, so do we want to make sure that nothing might like try to start another fire, or is it like
I will say sorry, this trapdoor doesn't look like it like you can see the outline of the door, which seems actually protected. There's no burnt wood on this actual on these bits of wood themselves.
Oh.
The metal underneath it seems to either have protected it or absorbed all the heat, and which is why it was warping when you were standing on it.
Maybe there's somebody alive down there. We should get that door open.
Unlikely, but yes. I would see if I can get either my fingers in some kind of gap, or if I can use my sword as a lever to basically pry it open.
Is there a handle?
There's a handle.
Or if there's a handle, yeah.
There's a handle. It's not a. It's,
Before we dispel the door, we should try to open the door.
we should try to open the door. Yeah, yeah. It is a trapdoor. It's clearly well hidden. You didn't notice it until you stood on it. So as I guess you open the door. As you do so, I will say that you open it back, and you can see a staircase spiraling tightly down into the depths below. They seem to be the steps seem to be worn smooth by, you can only guess the amount of travelers that go down here, as a faint cool draft rises from below, carrying with it a whisper of something unseen.
Well, let's just hope it's not the sewers again.
Are you going down?
Does it smell like the sewer?
It
I
doesn't.
take a big old sniff.
The walls are damp, and yeah, smells wet. There's that.
Wet, but not-
There's a mixture of like ash from where you're standing and like dampness from below.
Okay, but no poop.
It doesn't smell like poop. Nope.
It does now.
I
Morgan
don't
doesn't
know.
like dark places.
Shouldn't we take the others and prepare a bit for this? I mean, it's a bit
Yeah,
impulsive to just go down now unprepared.
I think we should come back tomorrow.
And maybe since we have to show up at the investigators, that we report this.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm already in Grom's bad books, so I best maybe tell him. Otherwise, he'd never forgive himself if something bad were to happen to me.
I love how you make it about you.
If Grom was there, he'd fucking strangle you right now.
He'd never forgive himself. I'll never do that to the man.
Do we want to like hide this to make sure that no one passersby might?
Yeah.
Since we've kind of uncovered it, we should
No.
probably hide it so we can come
Yeah.
back here in the morning.
That was my intention.
Give
I
me.
close
Yeah. Sorry.
the trapdoor again and like push some ash and soot and maybe half a lock or something.
Okay.
over
There
the-
should be some debris, right?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
plenty of debris. It's a fire.
Plenty of
yeah.
debris.
Okay. All right. As you cover up this fired room, hidden to whatever kind of secrets below, the unearthed secrets, we might say. We will cut to Godwin as he is walking down the streets with purpose and focus, leading his way down to the Temple District, which is very quiet at night.
Oh, it's night already.
It's evening. It's literally like sun is set. It's dark. The candle lights have started. Literally, there are people out, drunk people. People are heading home, that kind of stuff.
So I guess I'm gonna just barge into the not really barge. Godwin will just open the door without knocking widely to the
I will say-
ecclesiarchy office.
I will say before you get there, and you're in the streets, your feet hitting the cobblestones, you hear a voice inside of your head. You're not sure. It's not in your ear. It's inside your head. As you can feel almost like a headache, as the tendrils of some shadow twist around, almost pulling at your skull, making the skin on your face feel tight, like you're smiling.
That you, Jesus?
There's a like a warmth around your neck, as if you've cut yourself when shaving. As you hear, "You wished for greatness, Paladin. You bury the dead. I shall give you more to bury."
Who's we? Hello?
Give me a second, I gotta look up his name.
Hello?
I could just see Gotham just what?
Hello? Okay. Right. Yeah. So as you reply to him, you can see, you may count bodies, but I count cards, for it is the mistress of patience.
Hello? Who?
Can you point to the picture in this pamphlet of who you're referring to?
I go, wait a sec. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Just checks the papers, which the ones he can use. Dear Sarah Matt, no, that's
No,
not
that's
it.
not the right one. Yeah.
No, that's not it. Let's go with the old address. Show yourself to the Paladin to the Doomguard of Kellamvor.
Okay. And with you know what? Give me an intimidation check.
Oh well, this is how Godwin dies, isn't it? There you go. There's my 11.
Okay. With that, you hear the final shivering twists of a voice saying, was it the Veil of Deceit? Will watch you. I will find you. Mistress herself will win. She is the mistress of patience. And with that, we will end the game. We'll end the session.
Hey.
Mistress of mental patience, more like.
Oh, you made a new friend, Godwin.
just the voice dissipates, going, well, that was weird.
Meanwhile, it's like Grom, by the way, we cut to Grom hearing the exact same voice. It's going, oh, fuck, I'm gonna get home,
I'm just trying to get back home to my fucking wife and 2 goddamn kids. If you don't get the fuck out of my goddamn way, I'm gonna break your shit.
Even better. Oh, it's my wife sending a sending spell.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
I like how the thing called picked the worst target for this.
Hey, well, maybe that's the right target. You don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you for the game,
Thank you.
Mr. Dungeon Master.
Final.
Thank you, man.
Great.
Thank you. As always, it's a treat, and we will be back 2 weeks.
You allowed us to kill 2 people in front of the police station. Thank you.
Hey, that might
Thank you,
come back. Listen, that wasn't planned. I have no idea how to deal with that. I need a whole 2 weeks to figure out how to arrest Astrid or let her get away with it.
Murder hobo, murder hobo.
Rob's gonna have to put you down like a rabid fucking dog.
Do you know why? Do you know why? And I say this,
This
actively,
is how
right?
Astrid dies.
I say this actively. This is why I said with good cause I made the wall say that justice has many ways. It's just like, justice has a way of showing itself. I will tell you that you have been delivered here by Tyr himself. Do not worry. Sometimes Tyr works in mysterious ways. Like Bond, it's like almost Boondock Saints. He's just gonna take the gun and just shoot the last guy. You're like, hey, there was 2 guys that came in yesterday. What, man? I don't know what you're talking about. It's just like, oh, he's that kind of justice. Okay, we're gonna leave now.
Well, even better. Tio works in mysterious ways. Oh, by the way, 2 members of your new investigation team that you sent forth were just accused of murder.
Well, as I said, Tyr has many ways.
Self-defense, damn it.
Self-defense is not a pliable way, but if you apply it to Tyr's logic, aye, maybe.
That's good.
We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. We will be back 2 weeks from now for the, well, not conclusion, but for the next session, Cornerstone. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and thanks for the redeems and all that stuff. As always, love you, and we'll be back next time.
Thank you.
Bye. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Where's my button? There it is.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Like it.
What the hell?
What?